Hello, everyone. That's a good start. Oh, no, there we go. Has it stopped? Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's a bit of an unplanned one. This one, but basically, oh, I've got to mute this thing first. Is that better? Can you all hear me? Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of an unplanned one. This one, but I'm just sick of the way a few people are acting. Um, I'll be honest. It's Benson in particular as usual because is said let's leave the old like slagging each other off thing alone, but he's been running around on he's been like running around on panels like slagging me off as usual. Apparently he's done it a few times this week, and I'm just fucking sick of him now. So yeah, so I'm not having what to do with him, and he's not having what to do with me from now on. But the guy, you can't tell. Can you hear me? All right? Can you hear me? Okay. Um, yeah, can you hear me? All right? Yeah. All right. That's good. But yeah, so I mean, it was all right to leave it all last week, but now this week he's been slagging me off on different lives, like talking shit to people, and I'm just fucking sick of him. So from now on, I'm just having nothing to do with him apart from this one. This is the last time I'm going to even mention the prick because he's getting on my nerves. So he's the first one who I've got the beef with. There's a couple up tonight. So he's the first one who've got a bit of a beef with. Chris the Brick is just a fucking cunt. He will just come and slag people off for no reasons. And apparently Benson's been like drip feeding him fucking information, which I'm really disappointed at. And Scottish Walter Mitty is this fucking Giorgio fella. And he's another one. He's been slagging me off like non-stop for whatever reason. But yeah, let's see if any of the cowards will come up tonight. I doubt they will. But let's see. Let's see. Let's maybe have a couple of songs first, just to get things going a bit until somebody starts coming up. What can we have? Let's have a bit of Beatles to kick things off with. But yeah, if anyone wants to come up and have a bit of match, but I'm just disappointed with the bloke. We've all tried to help him over the past weeks, but he just don't want to take any advice and don't listen to anyone. Well, yeah. What's the point now when I'm just talking this off with it? Georgios is what Walter Mitty said. No, like, come on. He gives all the shit about he's been in the army and this and that, but they asked him, they pressed him about it. He's had like a few months in fucking Suffolk, and he had a few years in Norwich. He's not been in the army. What are you talking? The guy was, in Vietnam. He's just full of shit. I just really don't get on with him. But, yeah. I don't know. If anyone wants to jump up, let's jump up. But it's not going to be a big let's all slag off Benson thing. But yeah, hopefully he'll come out and we can sort things out. But if not. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I've not put up a link yet. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's that. Then don't just sit in the fucking chat like a monk. Jump up for a minute. Come on. If he's just going to sit in the chat like this, I'm kicking him straight away. You know, at least he can come up and channel and explain himself. And explain how he's been slagging me off to a lot of other people on a lot of other channels. I'm just with him now. Yeah, let's see if anyone else can do it. But like I say, it's not going to be a big let's slag Benson off fest, but you know, he's got to fucking know that he's been a bit out of order. And yeah, he has been out of order. You know, he's been like slagging me off on a few other channels, so. Yeah, come on, Benson, jump up. Let's fucking hear you, boy. I don't think he will. See? Oh, thanks for reminding me about that.
There's no one quite like Grandma, and I know you will agree. She always is a friend to you, and she's a friend to me. There's no
Oh, he's a managing moderator. He's a managing moderator.
Before it's bedtime on her knees.
Oh, he's not a managing moderator anymore. Benson!
Alright, you've just gonna prove to me exactly what you
Benson, let's have a fucking
to
chat.
me exactly why you're gonna put this fucking stream up, Richard. You proven to me.
Why have you been slagging
Because
me
you're
off,
a
though,
cunt,
Benson?
that's why.
Benson, why have you been slagging
You're
me
a
off on a live
cunt.
stream?
You're a cunt. Listen,
It's been done in broad daylight, you fucking
I've
never done that to you, though, have I?
Yes, you have.
I've never done that to you.
Yes,
I thought we were just going to leave it.
You're a fucking little trolling cunt, mate. You're full of shit. Yes, you are. Richard, you... Do you know what? Listen, mate, I'm going to pop off this fucking pillow then, alright? You're going to keep muting me. I'm just going to open up my fucking live, alright? Yeah, Richard, I know exactly why you're going to do that.
I just don't know why you've done it, though,
exactly
especially if you press the break.
Bye-bye.
Right, especially if you press the break.
Richard. Richard, you just want me up here to create content to get your channel going, you daft cunt. You think I don't know? Why have you got me as a moderator?
No, you're up here to explain
why
yourself.
Have you got
to
me as a moderator?
Shut
up.
Why you've been going against the break?
You got me as a moderator in your chat?
Slagging me off.
Why have you got me as a moderator in your chat if you don't just want this for fucking chaos and drama? You don't give a fuck about people slagging you off. And do you want to know how I know about that? Because you're going to told me. You don't care what people are going to say about you. You told me that in private. Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm going to expose your ass right now. Yes or no?
What? Yes or no what?
You gonna told me in private before that you don't really care what people are going to say about you. Yes or no? So why are you doing the stream then? Why do you care so much? Come on.
Come on, Richard. I've never said that.
Yes, you have.
I just want to try and get things straight.
Don't bullshit me. Yes, you have. Lisa Sargent, all right, was also slagging you off in private. Lisa Sargent.
I don't believe she was.
Okay. You say so.
I don't think she was.
Okay, you say so. Well,
I just don't know why you've been going after Ranadich and Chris the fucking break.
Because you're a cunt.
To both of them.
Because you're a cunt. How many times in private was you telling me to go here, go there? I fucking witnessed you getting kicked out the chat. Haven't I?
Yeah,
I witnessed
you off. I'll tell you about
it. I witnessed you getting kicked out of the chats because you're a troll. Whenever I pop onto Mark Kelly's, oh, Benson's here. You're pathetic, mate. Now, another question to you. Why is it you ain't got a phone? Why is it you use your brother's computer? I reckon that you escaped from the UK because you wanted by the authorities because you got internet restrictions. Simple. Yeah.
I'm wanted by the authorities. Oh, my God. Oh, that's priceless. Yeah, I'm wanted by the authorities. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm off, mate, because listen, you just want some drama for your fucking channel. I'm not doing this, mate. I'm not going to give you your fucking little clip.
Yes, you can't explain yourself.
No, I don't need to. Listen, I don't need to. You only want this all for drama. You only want this for drama.
You need to explain what you've done, Benson.
You only want this for drama. You're toxic.
I'm not slagging off any channel.
You are toxic.
You're running around every channel slagging
You're
off.
toxic.
Like What the
You
fuck's
have as
that?
well. You was on fucking Glenn's bitching about me. I popped up there. What do you go and do? Whenever you're on the panel, right, you normally keep your mouth shut. The only reason why you've got Mr. Big Balls in your own channel, right, is because you want to go and build it. You're using me, Chris the Brick, and fucking Jojo, all right? You're using me, Chris the Brick, and Jojo to build your channel. You're pathetic. You are pathetic.
Chris the Brick and Joe are a couple of cunts.
Well,
and I don't know why you've been slagging me off to them.
I actually agree with Jojo. No, they're not the cunts, mate. You are the cunt. I'm going to laugh, all right, when they both pop up here and absolutely rip your ass to shreds. I'm going to laugh at it.
Pop up here.
I'm going to laugh at it. I'm going to absolutely laugh my ass off at it.
I don't think they're going to come up.
You've got nothing to say, Richard. You're not calculating.
I'm just a bit
disappointed. Brain cells, Richard.
Disappointed in what
you have not got the brain cells to take them two on. Chris the Brick, definitely not. Jojo, nah, definitely not. You ain't got the brain cells to go and take them two on. They're way more calculated than you, mate.
They're a couple of retards, Nathan. The same as you.
Retard.
Three fucking retards. Oh, look who's here.
You're the fucking tard. You are the tard.
Oh. Hey! Hello, Henry. That's on the job.
He's trying to
off he runs.
Your dad or something. If you need technical support, come to the man who can actually provide you with some real technical support. You don't need.
Yeah, I'm probably going to put you as a moderator. I'm probably going to put you as a moderator.
He knows nothing. Come on, man.
Oh, here we go. He's back.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Crinkle, it's been confirmed. By the way, guys, go look on Princess Angela's channel. Crinkle has been confirmed as a soundboard. All right, it's him. Vincent Vega, if you're watching, Crinkle using your voice. You were the soundboard. I've watched the video, mate. You've been called out. Ha, ha, ha. Well, you're an idiot.
Well, actually, I know the video you're referring to.
You've been called out, mate. You've been called out.
You didn't realize, did you, that both of the voices in that video are AI? It's a chain of AI. You fucking dildo.
Fuck off, mate. You're stupid, man. I watched the fucking video.
If you listen carefully, you can tell it's both voices.
You're a dickhead. You know what? Once again, I hope somebody fucking runs your ass over. I hope you get splattered. I hope you. In fact, you know what? I hope a car knocks you over tonight. Go and walk out in the street. And I hope that one literally goes directly into you and floors your ass and splats you.
I just don't know why you're flagging me off to other people down there.
Oh, poor you, Richard, because you're a cunt. That's why.
Nathan, you don't know anything, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to go and listen to you anyway. I'm off. I don't want to be associated with you fucking too much of mouth.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. If you need any computer technical support, advice on adminning, all that, just tell me. Nathan doesn't know anything about this shit.
They'll probably put you on as a mod, to be honest, if it keeps going crinkly.
You know what I mean? I'm one of the fairest mods as well.
Look at his stream last night. He had Smiler on some video about shit building. Huh?
He what? Say that again?
You're
breaking up.
Look at his live last night, though. He had Smiler on. He had like Smiler on putting some video about shit building for like 20 minutes. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
They can't maintain a conversation.
I just don't get why.
For longer than 20 seconds without him slagging someone off. It's just pathetic.
No, we've all tried to help him in the past. Everyone's tried to help him. Me, Lisa, everyone's at one time or other said, Nathan, calm down. Don't do it. Yeah. And he just ignores you and he blanked him. So you can only do so much with him.
Yeah. He'll have to learn the hard way. But
he's done it a lot. He's been on a lot of streams.
Yeah. But yeah, he's talking to you like he's your dad or something. It sounded like he's trying to buoy you off, like you're his son, sunning you off. So what are you up to, Richard?
Well, I was just asking. It's all right. Yeah, this was a bit of an unexpected one, really. Yeah, you're right, Rob. You should have respect for people who are older than him, but he doesn't. He's got no respect for anyone, so.
Exactly, you know. And people who got respect for me, I give them the respect back. So there ain't no chance of getting porn bombed, because look how you treat me, like an equal.
But you've always been all
That's
right with
the
me.
solution. Huh?
You've never you've always been all right with me. You've never porn bombed me. You've never fucked with me. So I love you. I'm glad to have you on the panel.
Exactly, and you've never fucked with me, so there's no reason for any of those kind of things, is there? You know what I mean? So this is what they need to learn. You'll learn it the hard way. The more you resist against those sorts of things, porn bombers, gore bombers, the more they want to get you. If you just relax, breathe in, treat people equally, they tend to do the same back. This is when they realize this, then they have the solution. Until then, let them keep fumbling around in the dark.
Is Ultra watching this? Ultra, are you jumping up for a bit? Because I had a bit of a run-in with AJ Smith today. He's not impressed with me. the baby's
Richard's a character, you know what I mean? Big up, Richard. Yeah. So, yeah, go on, sorry.
It was a bit of an unexpected one, really, but I just don't know why he's doing it. He's like slagging me off left, right, and centre. I've not done that with him. Last time I talked to him, he said, right, let's leave each other alone. Let's not go into each other's lives. Let's just leave it there. But he's running around slagging me off to everyone. I think I'm done with him.
Like him trying to, give you advice about technical stuff. It's like the blind leading the blind with him. What does he know? He don't know anything.
I'd rather take advice from a snail. Probably get more out of it.
You know what I mean? Come on now. I mean, he broke the first rule of being a good moderator on the first Thunderdome. You're meant to stay in the shadows and press buttons and do this, do that to make things run smooth.
Meant to stay in the back.
You don't come on the panel and get involved and start slagging people off. That's he broke the first rule of a great moderator.
No. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rich?
After begging me to moderator.
He didn't even realise as well. These idiots haven't realised. They're going on about this video. I've seen the video. Both of the voices there's an AI version of me, and it looks like me talking into a mic, but it's an AI version of me, and then that's triggering another AI voice. They think they're fucking smart, thinking, look, that's Crinkle. It's not. You've been fooled by whoever done that video into thinking it's me, but it's just another AI voice. You know why I think they may have done that? Because if you can try and convict a real person of doing that, that's one thing. But can you convict an AI? An AI voice? Can an AI voice be responsible for anything?
Yeah.
So if it's one AI voice, another AI voice, if anything happens, then you got two AIs down the line to report to the police. Like, an AI fucked with me, officer. What? You know what I mean?
Smile is in the back. Smile, are you jumping up for a bit? If anyone wants to jump up, you can jump up.
Yeah. So, Rich, the Thunderdome, is it going to be like a cesspit type affair, or is it going to be discussions like Society X's thing, or what's it going to be?
I don't know. Last week it wasn't all rows. Last week it was just sort of me playing a bit of music and chatting to people in the side chat. And we didn't get many on, but it seems to go all right. So it'll probably be a bit like that from now on. I don't know.
Are you not going to do like topics and talk about serious matters in the world?
Yeah. If somebody wants to come up and talk about stuff, they can do. But yeah, I'll just sort of play a few records and stuff. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's going on. What have you been up to today, Crinkle? Has there been a lot of protests today in London?
As there, I don't know. What about? Do you know?
I think somebody was saying there was like another one in Palestine one's on.
Oh, okay. Oh,
They're the
I
only
know
ones it
there was
seems.
the latest news I'm up to date on is there was some riots in Ireland. Like, because
Yeah,
I can't figure it out though. Like, I heard somebody targeted school children and tried to stab them or whatever, and then these people go rioting. Like, why did they riot?
it's a bit stupid, but yeah, they say some immigrant
Was it? Oh,
stabbed a school kid or something, or injured a school kid or something. Then, like you said, they all just go out and smash up their own streets. Like, what are you doing? What's the fucking point of smashing up your own streets? You live
was it an
there. Don't just
immigrant?
go around smashing your own streets up. You don't.
Yeah. Have they even been named though? Because what I heard on the news is that the children that were injured were actually immigrants.
Who knows? There's not much about it coming out, is there?
It's a bit strange, isn't it, that if something like that happens, you start rioting and wanting to loot shops to get trainers, like
And smash your own streets up. Yeah, it don't make no sense, but that's the Irish for you, I suppose.
exactly. What I heard is that the rioters actually compromised the police cordon, and so they all went over and fucked up some of the evidence. So to actually catch the person or convict them or whatever, they've ruined some evidence that would have helped convict whoever done it. That's a bit backwards, isn't it?
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, for tonight, let's see if Scottish Walter Mitty and Chris the Brick show their faces up here. I don't think they will, but they're two motherfuckers who I really want to have a word with.
Oh, really? Why? What's happened?
Well, it's the usual with fucking Chris the Brick. He's just been running around slagging me off, having a go at me. But he did the same to Nathan, and Nathan sort of called him out and said, "Come on, and have a word." But he wouldn't. He shits himself. He just has got people and runs around shitting himself because he's not got the fucking balls to come up on a panel, basically. And yeah, Scottish one, the other one, that Jojo fella.
Oh yeah.
What?
No, go on. I thought it's Chris the Brick, that
But
guy
yeah,
who got his
Jojo fella. Yeah,
the guy
it's a bit of a
channel taken down for showing porn on it or something.
From what I've seen of him on the internet, I think so. So he's sort of, I think he's a bit that way, and he's just sort of trying to progress that or whatever.
I mean, just think, people's kids could be watching that, and he showed porn on his thing. You know what I mean? He's putting children's lives in danger.
Yeah, he's a little bit suspect. Is that one?
Not right, is it, man? He needs to be blocked off the internet.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a couple of people who run around doing that. I mean, it doesn't bother me as such. I just wanted to come on really to say this to Nathan and just tell those two that they're just a couple of fucking idiots, and that's probably going to be it after this one. I don't think so it won't be as sort of angry as this one future. Like I said, next one's, it'll just be a bit of like chilling out, really. I don't think this like rowing thing really works that well.
Here's a question for you. Topical question. So, are you in support of Nissan? Have you heard what Nissan want to do in this country?
No, what they wanting to do?
Right. They want to invest £2 billion into this country in the northeast. Sunderland, I think it may be. They want to open a factory where people can get good, stable jobs, paying well, skilled jobs, support the area, making electric cars. Because this community seems a little bit against electric stuff, electric cars. What's wrong with that? Imagine all the great jobs that people will be able to get. People like Gamer. He won't have to doss on his arse anymore. He could actually aspire to get a job in a place because he's near there, isn't he?
But who'd employ Gamer though? Who'd employ Gamer?
Well, I wouldn't, but you know what I mean. He thinks he's going to be on benefits his whole life, don't he? Eventually, he's going to have to think. He's going to have to wake up and get a job, isn't he? Come on.
I think what's going to have to happen in England is I think it's going to get like America, where if you don't work, you don't get anything, you just get food stamps.
Yeah, eventually, that's what it's going to be like.
I think it'll happen fairly soon. That's what they need to do. There's too many people dossing about on the door who could be working.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't work in America, they'll get a bus and they'll like bus people out to like jobs and stuff.
Exactly. They're ruthless over there.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what's going to happen to England, but I don't know when.
Every time I see that fucking idiot, everyone's babying him like a man baby, you know. Gamer, he's taking your lewds. They're not even real lewds.
Well, he is a man baby, isn't he? And when they're giving him money and saying, "Oh, poor Gamer," they're just strengthening him, aren't they, to behave in that way?
Exactly.
Rather than saying, "Look, get a job."
Exactly. I mean, they should just say, "Look, fuck off, sort yourself out. When you sort it out, come back." But apparently he's beat his mum up and done all crazy shit. I don't know why anyone supports him in the first place. It's strange.
Yeah, he snapped his mum's fingers and he beat a few of his girlfriends up, apparently. I always say that to him because he's curious.
In actual real life, he's a real life wrong'un. He's been in the newspaper, for fuck's sake. A real life wrong'un. But good people like me and you, Richard, we're just online wrong'uns. We ain't done anything bad in real life. According to them, we're wrong'uns online, but they have real life wrong'uns on their panel. That's funny, isn't it?
Look at Rebel Bert. Let's see if Rebel Bert wants to come up for a bit. Rebel Bert, come up for a bit. He said he wanted to meet Benson for a fight and he didn't turn up.
Who didn't turn up? Benson?
Yeah.
How old is Nathan anyway? How old is Nathan? It sounds like he never went to school in his life. Like some of the shit he comes out with is so completely. He
probably went to the specials. He probably went to the special school with the window lookers.
Yeah, I think so. Because I haven't heard anything clever come out of his mouth ever.
No. No, you don't really come up with good topics. He just sort of comes on and slides everyone off.
Exactly.
He's always done it. Even if there's a pap years ago when I stood up for him in paps, he was doing the same shit then, running up there and slagging everyone off. But like I said, we've all told him at one time or over to stop, but he just don't stop. So I'll just let him get on with it.
What I would love Nathan to be able to do, with me at least, is just drop the, slagging people off or me off and engage in a conversation. And let's see how long he can hold that conversation. And, take turns one at a time about serious topics, just to understand what he believes about some things, because I don't even know what he stands for, because he's never he can't hold a serious conversation for longer than 10 seconds. So to me, I don't know what he is. I don't even know what to think of him, but he's never said anything intelligent that I can, remember. So, that would be a challenge. I throw down the gauntlet to Nathan Benson. Can you try to do that? just once, just to see if you're capable.
Benson, come back up on panel, Benson. Don't just sit in chat with your little comments. Come back up on panel and let's have a Benson versus Grindelwald.
Yeah. Tell us what you think about the Nissan plan to invest £2 billion into this country to create great jobs for people up in Sunderland. I think it's going to be Sunderland, but could be anywhere, but I think it's Sunderland. What do you think about that? Because I've heard him say some bullshit about it's all a scam, all these electric cars, all this scam, it's all about money, it's all to do with the Rothschilds and all that. Come on, try and fucking justify some of your arguments.
I think all that electric car and all of that environment stuff, I reckon it's all going to be a bit of a flash in the pan, and all that electronic money stuff. I think it's all going to be a phase, and in 2 or 3 years, people will just be sick of it and just go back to normal. But I don't see it lasting.
How can you go back to normal when there's no analog currency to go back to? You can't, can you?
I think there'll always be real currencies. I don't think you'll ever wipe out proper real currency. I think that'll always be about.
Yeah. Do you think what percentage of the financial transactions in this country do you think are already digital?
I'd say about 50 or 60%.
50 or 60? Come on. Don't you think it's more than that?
I don't think it's that. No, I don't think it's really that lot. It's a lot of people out of bank accounts today.
You know what, as well? Most people in this community, they seem to be on benefits, right? Nobody gives you cash when you're on benefits. You get your money sent digitally into your bank account, where then you can get cash out. So all this fear about the government being able to cut your money off because it's digital, they can already do that to all of the people on benefits, which includes most of this community. So what have you got to fear? They can already do that. If they really wanted, they could just stop paying you and let you fucking fend for yourself. Why don't they do that? It's because they don't want to do that. And even if there is a digital currency, they still wouldn't want to do that because they can already do that. Why don't these people use their brains for like more than a second to realize these sorts of things? Another good thing to realize is that electric cars, the best electric cars can outperform the best hypercars out there, gas guzzling ones. A Tesla Model S Plaid can do 0 to 60 in 1 point something seconds. That's quicker than every other car out there. Why wouldn't you want one of them? Why wouldn't you want one of them? Why would you want to be resistant to that? It's just moving technology forward. You know what I mean? Surely everyone wants that.
I don't think they're fully.
What?
I don't really think they've thought the electric car things out, and I don't think it's just that sustainable in the long run, the electric cars, because there's already a lot of problems coming through with them. Like
why not?
15 years, 10 or 15 years before you have to get a new, like, total new battery, which is the cost of a new car.
Well, have you thought about?
I think that's one of the main reasons. I think the other one is there's not enough charging points for them. There's just not the infrastructure there yet, I don't think.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I don't think electric cars will take over completely.
That's a good point, right? You make a good point. The infrastructure may not be there, but we can always build infrastructure. That would also give people good jobs, Instead of digging coal up you know, they can be building electric power points. You know, they could be making all the stuff to do with that. Do you not agree?
Yeah, but that should have been all done first. They should have got all the infrastructure, they built everything, got everything ready, then said, right, now we're ready to do it. Instead, they just sort of flung it on people and said, right, you're having it.
Well, I think
So I just don't think there's
gas
infrastructure there
guzzling
for it
cars.
yet. And I think people will always want manual cars.
No, well, combustion engine vehicle was done in the same way. There weren't the roads. Suddenly, you know, all the roads that were built for horses, suddenly there's these fucking cars. So we didn't have the infrastructure when combustion engines came along. There weren't enough petrol stations. You could have one, but where could you fill it up? Yeah, when it first came along, it was the same as now with electric cars, not quite the infrastructure and all the rest of it. And think about, put this into the equation, put this into your equation, right? Just if you throw this in, it makes you think a little bit deeper. So battery technology, we're still using completely old 1980s technology. That is the lithium battery. When that was invented, that sort of battery, and it hasn't really moved on. All it would take is a major breakthrough in battery technology, maybe switching to a different metal than lithium, maybe sodium, who knows, calcium even, yeah. But so that each battery has twice the energy density, that would make it so that you could half the weight of current cars, or you could keep the same weight and allow them to go twice as far. So it would outstrip any gas guzzling car and be faster. Why wouldn't, you know, because we've reached our limit when it comes to combustion engines. I don't think there can be a major breakthrough in that, can there?
No, and that's what it takes for the electric cars to really take off. There'd have to be a big switch to electric cars, and I just don't see it happening. Just like I said, I don't think the infrastructure. I'm doing 10 or 20 years maybe, but
no, come
for
on.
10 or 20 years, I don't think it's really long.
You've seen how quickly humans can build a power station, for instance. You know, you can build one pretty quickly within a year, have it up and running. That just adds to the, you know, the grid, to the infrastructure. And the more people that buy, why would you build infrastructure if people ain't buying the cars? Once people do adopt them, then the infrastructure, it makes sense to build the infrastructure. Do you know what I mean? One has to come first. Either the infrastructure's there first, or the cars. It's sort of going at a bit of both,
One has to be
really?
first, yeah.
So, you know, and it's not dissimilar to how when combustion engines were first introduced.
I think the other problem they're going to have is I don't think all these petrol companies and all these gas companies are just going to give up the petrol shares. I just don't see them saying, all right, yeah, go on to electric.
That's a very good point.
What happened to all the gas and electric petrols? I don't know. I just don't see them giving up that share of petrol and stuff.
That's an excellent point.
Probably be an harder one.
And if you were the CEO of Shell, and if you were the CEO, if you were the CEO of Shell, of any of these fossil fuel companies, would you want the masses to believe that climate change is a hoax? Would it be beneficial for you to, you know, propagate that kind of narrative, real narrative, that it's all a hoax. We should continue buying my fossil fuels, because all that's a hoax. Electric cars,
Smile's coming on.
like electric cars, it's all bad for the environment. It's never going to take off. There's no infrastructure. Do you think those stories may be propagated by the fossil fuel lobby and the industries that make money off this? And do you think you may have been brainwashed a little bit into believing what they want you to believe? Means, motive, and opportunity.
Who knows? Yeah.
They've got the means.
Sprinkle, we had all the infrastructure back in the 1836, yeah? Right, we had electric vehicles in 1836, yeah? We had them right the way through to the late 80s, early 90s, yeah? Ernie, the fastest milk float in the West, yeah? He was electric. All your forklifts are electric or gas or diesel.
Why were the milk floats electric, do you think?
Well, I wonder, why were they? Because they were a lot quieter at 5 o'clock in the morning, weren't they?
Yeah. And why weren't other cars electric at that point?
Because there was no infrastructure.
Well, no, it's because they weren't
it was only Unigate, etc., that had the infrastructure. And if you bought an electric forklift, you charged your electric forklift in your own plant.
Yeah, but the reason why they weren't, mainstream is because it's easier to dig up.
But cars were mainstream. Taxis were mainstream.
Yeah, I know. But the reason why
taxis used to drive into the garage, they used to have the front ends pulled out, the batteries lifted out, a new battery pack put in, and they'd drive on again for a few hours. Then they'd go back and change the batteries.
Back in the 70s, the milk floats, they weren't lithium batteries, it was lead acid batteries. They're heavy as fuck. They really do. The lead in them, is a hazardous material to have around.
Also, now I can do my journey to Poland. I can do it in 24 hours, right? We looked at getting an electric vehicle, right? Because we have to stop 4 times, put 86 quid's worth of diesel in 4 times to get to Poland, yeah? Right? So we looked at different electric vehicles. Then we looked at all the roads going all the way through from, Germany, France, Germany, all the way through Netherlands, right through to Poland.
Yeah.
My mileage worries. Is there a charging point? Is that charging point working? Right? It would take us what it takes me to do in 24 hours. It would take me 4.5 days with charging.
Well, I mean, the best electric cars currently, you can get 90% charge in 20 minutes. So I don't know about 4 days. And let me ask you this.
Well, it's over 2,000 miles. It's over 2,000 miles. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to charge a battery on a fast charger. But let me ask you this, Smiler.
This was 4 years ago when we was looking at getting an electric 4x4.
Okay. Right, let me ask you a question then. Let's say in 2 years' time, there's a battery breakthrough, and a single.
There's already battery breakthroughs, but they're not using them yet.
No, let me ask you a hypothetical question. Imagine in 2 years there is a major battery breakthrough where what weighs a ton in batteries now and takes you, 600 miles, it would take you 3 times as far, right, for the same weight in the car. So you wouldn't even need to charge for practically the whole journey. Would you adopt one then?
No, because I've got no charging facilities at home.
Yeah, I know. And along with breakthroughs comes some infrastructure.
Where
as
I
well.
live, I'm 150 yards away from a car park. We haven't got guaranteed parking spaces. Therefore, if they decided to put chargers in, would I be
Yeah.
able to get on a charger when I get home?
Yeah. Well, what if you could?
Or
And hang on. In the
the
future,
nearest chargers to me,
Okay.
about a mile and a half to mile and 3/4 down the road.
Okay. So what
It's
if
a
all of
whole
that?
bank. It's a whole bank of Teslas, but they got a problem because the grid can't supply enough electricity
Right.
to turn them on yet.
Okay, look, that's the current situation. But in 2 years' time, if they solve that, so you wouldn't have to worry, and you could go home and plug it in at home, or you could visit fast chargers, and they had them all along your street, poles and like fucking parking meters, but electric chargers. Would you adopt one then?
No,
So it seems to me you're against them no matter what. Whether or not they
I ain't against them. I ain't against them. I'm not against them. That's where you're wrong.
So why wouldn't
Right?
you adopt
Now,
one then?
you say I'm against them, right? But shortly I'll be converting my own van, yeah? So the rear wheels are driven by electric and the front wheels are driven by diesel. Yeah?
Right. Oh,
So I'll
okay.
be
Well, that's good.
charging, and it'll be what do they call them?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. So
Right.
basically it'd be a hybrid van, yeah?
Yeah.
But with a electric rear axle.
Right.
So I'm not against them, but I want now.
Right.
Also, my vehicle runs on hydrogen as well. My current vehicle runs on hydrogen as well.
What is it? A fuel cell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So basically, what I asked you,
so there's better technologies out there.
Yeah. Look, what I asked you basically is if all those problems that put you off getting an electric vehicle now were solved, and it turned out that having an electric car was so much cheaper to run and no range anxiety, none of that, and you could get to wherever you needed to go on a single charge.
Look,
well, and you
everything that we've got electric, right? We've got mobile phones, batteries, right? Every single person's got fucking battery anxiety. Yeah, we've got vehicles, battery fucking range anxiety. Yeah, your cordless drills. You got to buy 5 batteries to run all day on a cordless drill.
Yeah, you're just going back. What I'm saying, when that's overcome that problem, because it will take.
There's lipos. There's loads of different technologies out there. There's the new fucking salt battery. There's the new iron battery.
Hang on.
There's loads of technologies out there.
Yeah, look, the best batteries now are lithium-ion based. That technology was developed in the 80s. We've improved on it, but fundamentally, it's the same technology. Lithium has 1 electron that it can accept and release. There are metals out there that can do 2 or 3. So you can.
And it's worse for the environment. It's worse for the environment than sucking a bit of oil out the ground.
Well, no. Imagine you could base a battery, and there's research into this. Sodium batteries. Sodium is in the sea. It's abundant in the sea. It's not a toxin because it's in all of our bodies already, and it's just salt, basically. So if all of these problems were overcome, and let's say, hang on, and then let's say electric cars turned out to be cheaper to buy and to run, why would you be resistant to that?
Who's Silver Smiler? There's somebody else in there called Smiler.
Yeah, it's a picture.
It seems to me you want to be resistant to it just for whatever, I don't even know. Even if it solved all the problems why you don't want to adopt it now, you're just against it for an ideological reason.
Why am I against it? I've just told you there's loads of different technologies out there now. Yeah. Right.
Oh no,
But they're
okay.
not being
It's that
right.
like when you put
Right.
on. Oh, I see what you've done.
You say about Nissan, yeah? Nissan have put 1.12 in, yeah? Rishi Sunak is putting the other 8 in. Right?
Is he?
Exactly. Yes. So go and do your research, Henry. Right?
What do you mean he's putting it
And
in?
then
Putting it in
and
what?
why aren't we building any more solar and why aren't we building any more windmills? Yeah,
Well,
because
we are.
the subsidies, no company wants to touch them because they're not going to be subsidized no more. Exactly the same in the Netherlands, exactly the same in Europe, right? Because they're not going to get the EU subsidies or the government subsidies, there's nobody coming forward for the contracts. Now,
Do you
look what's just happened. Look what's just happened
think
in
they should be
Turkey.
getting
In
subsidies?
Turkey, I believe it was. They had 14,000 solar panels. Yeah, half an hour hailstorm, and every single panel is destroyed.
Well, not
14,000
destroyed.
panels, one
No, that's
hailstorm. Eh?
no, they're not destroyed.
They're destroyed. They're completely destroyed. They're now
No, they're not.
toxic waste.
No, they're not destroyed.
Go and do your research. They're completely destroyed.
They're not destroyed because all you'd need to put over it is protective glass. Because you can still charge.
Why
their solar panel
have I
in glass.
why have I been
Hold on there.
up for, Richard? Why did
Oh,
you sign me
Nathan,
up?
just join in the conversation or
Fuck
piss
off, I'm
off.
not joining fuck off.
Weirdo.
That was
I'm
bad.
laughing
I
at
meant
you
to
because
find you
you're
out.
arse bag wench. You've just fucking been made a fool of.
Nathan, you're brain
You're
dead.
arse
Why did you
bag
leave school,
wench.
Nathan?
Your ass bag went crinkle, and I was watching. I was laughing my ass off at you, being fucking made to look complete and utter fool. You are as fucking thick as shit.
Me?
You are as thick as shit.
Okay, Nate, here's a question. What's the square root of 25?
Oh, smiling.
Listen, it's
You don't even know that, do you?
You pressed the wrong button.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
You
wasn't
pressed the
saying
wrong button and booted me, you donkey.
Off by accident.
Well, what I mean, does it really surprise you? Richard Upton has got absolutely no clue about how to run your panel or how to do a live
He's
stream.
got me to help him. He don't need you. I'm worth
good
a million of you.
Good for you.
You know nothing about computers, Nate.
Well, listen, two porn bombers together. You make the perfect couple. Two porn bombers together. Perfect couple. Perfect couple, the two porn bombers. I bet you both work in the group. I wonder how many AIs Richard's done.
Come on,
Nathan, the AI on my computer is cleverer than you, bro.
You know what's so funny? Smiley was in charge of my fucking panel. I actually went and watched it, and I heard it. It fucking was you.
My umbrella's clever in that.
It was you, Crinkle. It was you, Crinkle.
What?
The AI, it was you. You started speaking.
You've been fooled by two AIs.
Oh,
it's one.
Fuck off.
Well, if you listen carefully, it's two AIs, but it fooled all you mongos out there, didn't it? Because it suits your narrative.
We are the mongos. You're the mongo.
Yeah,
I
it suits your narrative to accuse me, but it's two AIs you did.
Went onto my channel, purposely started speaking, and then want to play Vincent Vega's voice because you wanted to show that you think you're untouchable. But let me go and tell this: your time, sooner or later, somebody's going to come and smack the shit out of you. And you know, I hope they feel
it's on the screen. I don't think so.
I'm gonna laugh at you, and I'm gonna laugh at watching you get all blooded and bruised and battered.
Really?
I'm gonna laugh at it. I think it's gonna be funny.
Over pixels
Richard,
on the
just share that to him a minute.
Over pixels? Nathan. That's not
Try
very
not
nice.
to kick me this time, though. Can you hear me,
So,
Richard?
Nath, what if I say something like what you just said, and I say, I hope you die of COVID.
Oh, thank
Well, I
you.
hope you die of COVID,
That's a
Nate.
compliment.
Winkle,
You're
watch
a
this.
snowflake. That's a compliment. I'm laughing at you, you cunt. Ah,
in Nebraska, USA,
dickhead.
immediately and turned a multi-million-dollar investment into a pile of toxic debris. Within minutes, hail destroyed 14,000 solar panels with a total capacity of 5.2 megawatts. The complex was planned by the investors to produce green energy for 25 years, but in reality, it only made it to 4 years.
Well, and you believe that?
Oh.
Crinkle, what about the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger opened up then? All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger opened up a massive great park, right? And what they
that
had,
guy.
they had this
Schwarzenegger is such a dick, mate.
the government paid millions, right? Billions, sorry, right? And they had this big Nathan, you're echoing. They had this
Look,
big mirror thing in the middle that used to direct the sunlight all day long, yeah?
I've
Right?
seen that.
Yeah, and they had a sandstorm that wiped out most of the fucking solar panels.
Yeah, and?
Yeah? It didn't even last 12 months.
Oh,
It was a
well,
massive, great government investment by Schwarzenegger in his
well look,
in wherever he was the fucking
it's
mayor
not
or whatever he was.
okay, we can all point out where a certain technology has its flaws, just as fracking makes fucking fuel and gas come out of people's taps, and then an oil field can catch fire, and the pipelines can break, and all sorts of stuff that interrupts the flow, and you have wars in the Middle East that push the price up. We can all point to the negatives, yeah? Come on, that's all you're doing here. That's all you're doing.
Ah, your arse bag is gone again.
What do you mean? What? Nath, grow up, will you?
Your
You fucking
arse bag is gone. It's so funny to watch.
Why would you want to be?
Are you gonna have a rage wank later? Oh yeah.
Why would you want to be dependent on a fuel that we have to
I'll
source
see
from
you
the Middle East?
muting you, Richard.
We can have our own solar farms here. We can have nuclear power. Why would
Richard, I hope your channel goes to shit. I hope, alright, that you're streaming your channel.
Well, it ain't with me as an admin, Nathan.
No,
With me, I know more. I know how to protect a channel. I know how to run one. I know lots of tricks with when it comes to computers. Yeah. So, you know, he don't need you, Nath. You know nothing, bro. You're probably a fucking hindrance to him, not an asset. You know what I mean? All these people claiming, oh, it's easy, this AI, all that. Why ain't anyone else done it? Just to demonstrate how easy it is, yeah? So, Nath, think again, bro.
Yeah, think about it, Nathan.
Fuck off.
Think about it, Nath.
Fuck
you
off.
know
Richard
nothing.
Upton, you're nothing but a toxic, scummy little porn bombing cunt.
You are, Nath. You are describing yourself.
All right, there's BP and Shell, look, the Infosys, Rishi Sunak's wife's business. Yeah?
Right.
Gas and oil being drilled. Yeah, look, via Gaza.
And is it a good idea or a bad idea?
Well, why is there a war?
Well, hang on. You didn't answer the question. Is it a good idea to keep digging this stuff out the ground, burning it, and increasing the CO2 concentration in the atmosphere?
Of course it is. We need CO2. But what are all the councils doing? Going around chopping all the fucking trees down.
Well, exactly. So
I'm sick of
that's
this.
part of the problem. And we need
And
water.
and then
Well,
and then and then
hang
they're
on, hang on,
saying,
hang on, hang on,
oh,
hang on, hang on.
instead of having these
Hang on,
20
Myla,
trees, we're
hang
gonna
on,
we're gonna
please,
build this fucking
Myla,
plankton tank.
please. Right, just to point out the flaw in your logic, we need water to live. You can still drown in water, bro. You can still, it can be a bad thing when there's too much of it in the wrong place. We need CO2 to live. No, plants do. Actually, it's a waste product that we breathe out. So too much of it is a poison, and it poisons the atmosphere, and it does all kinds of crazy shit. We don't need CO2 to live. We produce it as a waste product. Human beings, that is. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, CO2 is a waste product from us.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We
course it is.
breathe CO2 out. So
We
who
also
needs it
breathe
to live?
carbon monoxide as well.
Breathe what? That out?
Yeah, after you've had a cigarette, for 10 minutes
no,
after a cigarette, you breathe
Well, no.
carbon monoxide.
What, out? No, you
Yeah.
don't. No,
Yeah,
you
you
don't.
do. Yeah,
No,
you do.
because-
That was what was causing
Well-
a hell of a lot of cot deaths in children.
no, because,
Where
and I'll explain why.
parents were saying, right, I'm going to go outside for a cigarette.
I'll
I'm going to go
explain
outside
why
for a
what you're saying
cigarette.
is a load of rubbish. I'll explain why. Because carbon monoxide binds to hemoglobin in your blood 1,000 times stronger than it does bind oxygen. It doesn't get breathed out. It sticks and stays in your blood. And this is why carbon monoxide kills people, because it takes up all the space where oxygen would bind in your blood to the iron. Yeah, so it's not breathed out, it stays in. So please, I know I studied this stuff, bro. You can't test me on this shit. You can't just spout this shit and get away with it. It's chemistry, bro. This is fucking science.
The level of carbon monoxide the level of carbon monoxide recorded would depend on how many cigarettes you smoke, how deeply you inhale, and how long it has been since your last cigarette.
Yeah. It's not produced by you breathing it out. It's produced in the smoke. And any smoke that no, hang on. Any smoke that you do not breathe in contains carbon monoxide. A lot of the smoke just goes in the room. Yeah. You do not breathe out carbon monoxide, bro. Please believe me. You're talking shit. It's what comes in the smoke anyway. That's why they don't want. That's what passive smokers inhale. Yeah, because it's the stuff that escapes from the cigarette that you don't breathe in that has the carbon monoxide in it. Please believe me, man. Please believe me. That's why it kills you, because it uses up all them spaces where oxygen is meant to go to carry it around your body.
Do you not think all this electric?
What? What?
Do you not think cars could be powered by anything else, though, Crinkle? Do you not reckon cars could have been powered by anything else apart from electric, like a gas or something like that?
Well, yeah, of course. Hydrogen, there's one for you. Hydrogen powered.
Oh, that would have been cheap.
Steam powered. What about
that?
Hydrogen fuel cells are a thing, but hydrogen don't come for free. You know,
Well,
so
no,
you
need electricity to produce hydrogen, and you also need a cathode and a diode.
Exactly. So, you know, it don't come for free in that way, but you could set up a solar farm to produce hydrogen, and then that would be a clean fuel that don't give off anything but water when you burn it. And, you know, you got that shit from the sun. You're not spewing CO2 into the atmosphere. I'm happy with that. You know, a hydrogen fuel cell. I'd like that. Why are people so resistant to some sort of change, though, when we know fossil fuel burning is going to harm our children? They're going to have to grow up in a world with all sorts of problems because of us and because of people's resistance to change to something cleaner. And Smiler, you're just propagating that.
Just changing the cars to electric won't make any difference, I don't think.
Well, it will do. We can do. The predictions are... Well, no, the predictions are...
And doing this at the last minute is...
Well, it's not too late. And the predictions are, if we stop, you know, being so resistant to change, we can actually have an impact so that our children can grow up in a world where, you know, there ain't more people trying to come over here, escaping places where it was once sunny and you could grow crops, but now it's not. All that. There's going to be all sorts of fucking crazy problems like that. Why would you want to put anyone through that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of politicians have a lot of fingers in it at the moment.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could be one of them people. Yeah, but
well, Rishi Sunak's wife just signed a 1.5 billion deal with BP, and another billion dollar deal with Shell.
Yeah. That's because they don't care about the future.
They don't care gas and oil out of Gaza.
That's because they want short-term profit.
For what?
They don't care about you. And so anyone doing that is happy to have you believe it's all a hoax. Don't you see that? You could be one of these guys who well, look, you could be one of these people that earns a mint from green technology development. You could be one of them. Rishi Sunak don't give a fuck about your children.
Right.
He's got loads of money.
All your inventions are all done fucking hundreds of years ago, right? And every so often they say, right, here's a little book that's got an invention in it. You go away and you invent that a minute and we'll give you all the fucking praise for inventing it. But it's already hidden in a book from years ago.
Well, I beg to differ.
You do?
Yeah, what book? Come on, man. New inventions, if it's a good new invention, it's the new invention.
Yeah, what book?
Yeah, it weren't written down before and they're just releasing it slowly. Come on, man. Okay. I mean, you could invent...
okay, I'll show you a video about fucking tyres that are now being fucking churned out for military and mining vehicles that were fucking invented hundreds of years ago.
Well, look, anything invented 100 years ago, if it wasn't adopted, it wasn't feasible. It may have been too expensive. There are a lot of ideas can only come to fruition now we got the technology to realize
electric scooters, fucking one wheels, they were all invented fucking years ago by the fucking Tartarians.
The what? The who?
The Tartars.
Who are they when they're at home?
Well, do some research anyway.
No. Don't say do your own research. That's a cop out. Tell me who they are. Who are they?
Well, do some research.
No, that's a cop out. That's what conspiracy theorists.
Why is it a cop
say.
out? I'll show you a video. Do you want to watch a video?
Yeah, no. You tell me your understanding of who they are. Who's the Tartarians?
If you don't know, then go and do some research.
This is what
Yeah,
conspiracy
it's the
theorists
Tartarians.
say.
I've never heard of them.
This is what conspiracy theorists say. As soon as you question them, they say, "Do your own research." It's a cop out. You
No,
tell
it's
me
not a
who they are.
conspiracy theorist. I'm telling you to go and do some research, and then you can have an argument about it.
Well,
You can't
well, no.
argue about it
No,
if
no. Oh, look,
you know.
I want you. Look, I'm asking you because you've done the research. Just enlighten me on who they are. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because I've never, Richard's never heard of them, but you have. So tell us who they are, bro. You can be our teacher. You can teach us.
No, I'm not a teacher.
Well, look, why should
Educate us,
we?
Smiler. We're not
why-
nothing.
Exactly. Why should we have to go out when there's somebody in the know who's right here with us? We can ask you. Come on, this is what people do, isn't it? Come on, man.
Yeah, we can't be asked researching it, Smiler.
Like proper research.
Like they
takes
say, you can't
years and
educate
years.
pork, can you?
Well, I'm here to try to educate you on the stuff that I have done the research on. Why can't you, return the favor? You seem to know.
Like the vast
The
quantity
vaccine?
of deaths
What deaths?
before and after.
Before and after what?
A certain thing that you prescribe to.
What, before and after? I don't know what you're talking about there. You'd have to, elaborate a little bit.
Show him that.
Mm.
Richard.
Yeah, he's waiting for you to tell us who the Tartarians are. So can you explain to me what this graph is showing?
No,
So
it's
what's
the cough.
that
It's the
vaccination?
cough deaths before and after mass.
Cop
That's
deaths.
the Bahamas. That's the Bahrain.
Hang
That's
on.
Bangladesh. No, before and after is there on the screen. Look, read it. But don't read it out loud, because they'll say it's medical misinformation.
Hang on a minute.
But that's government data on before they rolled it out and during they rolled it out. Yeah. Yeah, that thing that you like to back.
So which colour's saying what?
Well,
what's the red?
The blue is prior and the red is after.
Yeah, but it's also after COVID.
No, these are the people that have been mass V'd.
Well, how do you know it wasn't COVID that did this? Who's saying it's got anything to do with the vaccines did it? And where did that come from? Because that looked a bit suspicious to me.
It's come from all the government research at the moment with all the COVID inquiries all around the world that are carrying out all over the world at the moment.
You want to see the actual data? There you go.
That's from John Hopkins University. Yeah.
So is this.
What I just showed you.
Right. Yeah, Rich, put this on the big screen, will you, please? So what would you expect to see if the vaccines are causing any harm to anyone? Rich, can you make this on the big screen? Just so everyone can see it. This is Johns Hopkins University data that comes from our Office of National Statistics.
Of
and
what
this
date?
refers to this country.
Yeah, what date? When did they do it?
The dates are there, all the way from April 21 to May 23. All through the pandemic, all through the vaccination programs, all through. What does that tell you? Look at that. You're more likely to die from all causes. Like all cause mortality is higher if you are unvaccinated.
No, put that one up, Richard.
You'd expect to see the opposite if the vaccines were harming anyone, wouldn't you? Come on, Smiler, please.
No, put that one up.
So you want to just deny the truth now. What are you going to say to that? Right, okay. So what are we looking at here?
This is England and Wales. Excess adjacent deaths in percent versus 2010-2019. Trend for selected malignant neoplasms, right? So over here you see these readings. That's 2020. Yeah. So end of 2019 through 2020, yeah. That's 2021, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's 2022. See the skyrocket there, yeah, of accelerated cancers.
Right. So assuming
since the rollout.
Okay. Look.
So you're gonna tell me? So you're gonna tell me that the bioweapon, yeah?
Well, no. What I'm going to ask you is, assuming that graph is, plotting real data.
That is plotting real data.
Hang on, you're not letting me fucking finish the sentence. Assuming that plots real data, that there's been an increase over those years or whatever, what do the authors claim is the cause? Because you are just assuming something, aren't you, Smiler?
Spike proteins.
Yeah. So what are you saying is the cause? Do the authors even say, or are they just plotting data? Things go up and down all the time.
There's hundreds of
I'm just gonna have a quick piss. Give me a minute.
Hundreds of cardiologists coming out about myocarditis and pericarditis, yeah? Right?
Right. Well, and then what are they saying?
Your best friend Pafai, yeah, has already admitted that they didn't put the data in because they unblinded the study. And that's why they're being sued at the moment. And the same as Moderna is being sued because the data was corrupt because they unblinded the tests. Yeah?
Well, let me just say this. Are you more likely or less likely to get myocarditis from the virus itself or a vaccine?
Where did it actually come from, Henry?
And which
We've had this discussion on 3 separate panels, me and you.
Where did what come from?
Where did the original SARS come from?
Well, according to all the evidence, it came from the epicenter, because all the first cases were centered on a market in Wuhan.
And you still believe that, do you?
Well, I'll show you the evidence. If you don't
why is Fauci now up for prosecution for manslaughter?
Well, is he? I don't know that he is he?
Yeah, they're just about to arrest him, right? Because he's been doing gain of function in Wuhan, yeah.
Right. So
and he was doing gain of function and DARPA under Fauci, and Dr. Barrett or whatever his freaking name is, yeah, have just been all found out in all their inquiries. They've just found out, yeah,
What?
right, and
Well, slow down.
all the patents.
Slow down a minute. What's gain of function? What's that?
Well, you know what it is.
No, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Or what's your understanding of what it is? And why would people do it? What's the function?
You tell me why they do it.
Well, no, you tell me. You're the one who's claiming this. Like, basically, what's the function of gain of function research? Why would anyone want to do that? Hello.
I mean, think about it though, Crinkle.
Because they've been messing around with.
Think
it,
about it though,
trying to
Crinkle. These medical
understand,
companies.
trying to understand studies in virology, right? But
Right.
they've all admitted they've never even isolated one single virus. They haven't even isolated the measles virus.
Well, what?
Right? The measles virus has never been isolated.
What's the measles
SARS
virus?
The SARS virus
Yeah.
has never been isolated.
Have you ever isolated a sperm? How would you go about isolating a sperm and seeing it?
I ain't a fucking scientist, so I haven't.
Oh,
You
look.
know, I'm just going by what all the other scientists
Okay.
in all the different investigations that are going around all over the world, yeah, and all the information that's coming out in all the investigations.
Why is it then that I can go onto any search engine in the whole world, type in electron microscope picture of a virus, and then you get hundreds, thousands of pictures back, and you can visibly see it? What are they there for? Isn't that isolating something? Seeing a picture of one on its own? Electron microscopes are, an invention that we invented a long time ago, and we use it to do just that. So please don't say we haven't isolated. You're just repeating something verbatim almost from the anti-vax memes on Facebook.
The people behind it all, they've been quizzed all week and all last week and all the week before, and not one single person has managed to isolate it.
Well, I can show you a picture of one right now if you want. The COVID.
What, of a sperm?
No, of a viral particle, of a virus. Please don't deny the truth.
No.
Because
AstraZeneca taken to court over defective C-jab in landmark legal case.
Wait a minute. Now you've jumped from isolating viruses, which I'm telling you you're wrong, and you don't want to see the picture because you're too uncomfortable. Now you've jumped to something completely.
Former NHS director admits hospital lied about patient's cause of death during C-19 pandemic.
Do you think there's an element of
British Nursing Alliance? Yeah, they've come out now. The NHS admitted lying.
Of course,
look. Do you think there's an element of you want to believe? You got some belief.
Well, I'll go with what Smile was saying.
Hang on. So you hang on. So you will ignore any evidence that presents itself to you, so that you can carry on.
I'm talking about what they're investigating now, Crinkle.
Tell me to fucking hang whose line is it?
Sorry, Rich. Sorry, but look, the graph.
I don't know.
Look, should be enough for you to realise all those stories
himself.
just a load of bullshit. Because if there was any truth in all these anti-vax claims, the pink line would be above the blue line, but it's not.
Okay, this is the international crisis. This is the
hang on,
international crisis summit.
One sec, please, one
Right,
sec.
it's on
One
YouTube.
sec,
It's on
please.
YouTube.
Fuck's
Right.
sake, Smiler. Look, and you would expect to see the pink line. What you would expect to see in the USA.
Sharing that, Richard.
Hang on, what you would expect to see if the vaccine was causing people harm and killing them. What you'd
Richard,
expect to see.
sharing that. Yeah.
Hang on. What you would expect to see in somewhere like America, right, in the USA, where each state had its own regime for the vaccines. Yeah, some states are highly vaccinated, others are not very highly vaccinated. What you would expect to see if the vaccine is causing people harm and killing people is high excess deaths in the highly vaccinated states and low excess deaths in the not so highly vaccinated states. Do you see that? No, you don't. So it just proves this.
Henry, this is the International Crisis Summit, yeah? November the 18th, November the 19th, yeah?
Where's this held? What? International Crisis Summit? Where's that? What's
it's
this?
a big investigation, look. 17 million killed by Dr. Dennis Rancourt, internationalcovidsummit.com, yeah? These are the different countries, yeah? All right, so there's Chile.
This is a fucking
4 years age doubling of risk of death per injection. Yeah, this is all over YouTube at the moment. All the summits, even the English ones, where we had to sit there and see what our leaders were WhatsApping each other. Yeah.
Have you got their website? Can I see their website? Is it called internationalcovidsummit.com?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Go and look at it. Yeah, because it's a fucking big thing. Yeah. Heads are going to roll.
Come on, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my days. This is like going to what do you call it? InfoWars. This is like some Alex Jones type fucking
This
place.
This was being held in Romanian Parliament.
Oh look, it's a fucking it's a conspiracy theorists website, for fuck's sake, and you buy into that?
Conspiracy? No, they were broadcasting. They were broadcasting over the days.
Okay, let's examine what they're saying then. Like, show the video, and we'll go through.
I'll get the genuine up. Do you want the genuine one? Do you?
No. Just show whatever they're showing. Let's discuss the evidence they're presenting. Then let's question it and see if it's right or see if it's not right or what. We'll see. Come on, because it sounds to me like you're just believing whatever they're saying without actually knowing what they're really saying. So let's see. Come on. And let's compare it to other evidence. Let's see.
Do
it.
Things started. People just blindly believed what the BBC News said. When the BBC News said, "Oh, it's COVID. Oh, it's killing so many people." Did you know, Crinkle, anywhere?
Well, hang on a minute.
You could have had a test.
Richard, shut up.
That was what.
Well, no.
That was what happened.
No, that's not true, Richard.
Certificate.
Richard, shut
You
up.
could have been tested, left, got knocked over by a bus, and you. Oi.
No, that's not true, though, Richard. You You see, this is another story. It's just a
Get
myth,
lucky,
mate.
Smiler.
Sure, right?
Of course it is.
Do you actually want to see the real evidence, or
That's why
you
the numbers
just
were so high, Crinkle. If
no,
wanted for it, you got knocked down by a bus, you'd be down as COVID death.
no, no? That's not true.
That's what happened. That's why the numbers
No,
were so
it's
huge.
not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
I think the
Please,
government
I
lied to
know.
people big time about it.
I know how they fill in death certificates in the UK.
I think it was. I think
Richard,
COVID was
share
a
it.
cold. Cold
No, I've been over this.
cold.
I've been over this already. Like, come
Richard,
on,
share
man.
it.
You're just repeating these same stories that are just not
Richard, share the. That's
Video
it. All right.
just don't really play that well on it. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Nothing is hazard, actually. What happened before? The talk of Mr. Christian Terhes and this video will ease my task. I want to bring you in Romania, March 2022. But before this, I want to welcome the amazing guests we have, the amazing and fabulous specialists that came here to fight with us this good fight. Welcome, we love you, we appreciate you, you're great, and all Romania. And from the, basically, I had a shock because these people, the first thing they did was to turn everything that I knew was public health upside down. First thing, they declared a pandemic without
Yep, let's go with that.
They declared epidemic without any case and pandemic. This was unprecedented, outrageous. Then, what they did, they made sure that these COVID patients did not get to medical services. That means that by law, they closed more than 75% of the hospitals for these patients. And I think that Danny Rancourt can find the reasons for those spikes in mortality that he found. Let's see more. ICU inpatient beds closed more than 75%. The personnel, the specialists, the doctors, the nurses in ICU care could not work with these patients. Less than 20% of the ICU care, the intensive care units could take care of COVID patients. Basically, all the specialties were forbidden to work with these patients. They had associated pathologies, right? And the COVID patients couldn't get to these specialists. More than 75% of them could not work with these patients because of so-called cross-contamination. And
hang on a minute. Can you pause it there, Rich? One sec. Right, just pause it there, right? Let me just bring bring something to your attention. It seems to me Smiler is already believing what she's saying. She hasn't actually provided any evidence for the claims she's
Go
making.
to the next
It's
video then.
hang on,
shall we?
wait a minute. It's a statement on the screen that you seem to believe with no evidence so far. That's all I can see.
Well, this is the opening statement. This is the opening
Right, okay,
statement
well,
of
let's see
her.
some of the evidence then.
Where
According
did
to
we
the
get?
protocol. Cars, no people, no receiving these patients in there. Okay. So the case fatality rate that they wanted to make us think that is very high is the number of deaths from a disease divided by the total number of confirmed cases, whilst the infection fatality rate is the number of deaths from a disease divided by the total number of infected cases. As much as I wanted to increase the number of deaths on the paper, they couldn't convince us, and I shall tell you why. I tried to find out the infection fatality rate by my own findings, because I do all these epidemiological investigations, and I did officially the epidemiological investigations their way, but I did them my way too. People trusted me.
I still haven't seen any evidence for what she's claiming. So, right, okay. So just play this, Rich. Like,
Smiler,
I've got something.
Smiler, come back up. I didn't mean to kick you. I just meant to stop that video.
So yeah, check this out.
Yeah, jump back up, Smiler. I just meant to stop that video thing from playing because videos really don't play well.
Right, here we go. Like, here you go. Check this out. Let me just one second.
Laughing to
Okay, here we go. All you need to see.
Benson, jump back up.
All you need to see is this. 1 second. Oh, yeah, go back. Yeah, 1 sec. There we go. This is from an expert, an actual researcher who does this.
She is an actual researcher. She does all the fucking research.
No,
for the
don't
government.
be putting the video.
Well, no, she ain't showing any evidence. Like,
she was going to show the evidence. She was.
Hang on,
and then the next
minute.
person, this one is Stephen Malthouse. He's the next one to share it.
1 minute. Right, this is from somebody who actually does this for a living. Right?
All these people are experts. They've all been doing this.
Right, this really is an expert, though. This woman.
What? So they aren't experts?
Look, Richard, will you do the honors? What? Well, you won't show this video. Like, just listen to 5 minutes.
I said, just kick the video. Does that kick you? No,
you've kicked him.
So
he's saying that none of those experts are experts.
Richard, I wanted to show, a few seconds.
You're saying none of those experts are actually experts, eh?
What?
You're saying none of those experts are experts.
Well, she didn't show any evidence. Carry on playing it then. Let's just pull it apart because she didn't. She claimed a lot of shit without showing any.
I'm not playing videos.
Look,
I can't be putting all the videos.
It don't matter what you want to believe.
He has a problem with his internet. His internet won't play them.
I'll play it. You only have to just press the thing and it will show on the screen. But you know, it's up to you.
Right, Dr. Stephen Lanker, German molecular biologist and virologist, has just won his case in German Federal Supreme Court, supporting that no one had been able to scientifically prove that the measles virus exists.
Oh,
and
come
he's
off
just
it.
won the court case.
Are you fucking serious? I can show you a picture of it, for fuck's sake. You got to be retarded.
You can show me a picture. Why is this biologist then
You got to be a
just
fucking
one
retard to believe
German molecular biologist and virologist won
Okay, what
his
are you
case in German Federal Supreme Court, BGH, supporting that no one had been able to scientifically prove that the measles virus exists?
Why would you believe one guy when all
He's
other
just gone to fucking court and proved all the evidence.
No. Look, why would you believe the word of some wanker, crazy guy?
How is he a wanker?
How
is he a wanker?
So you dismissing the word of all scientists over one guy? That's a bit weird to do that, isn't it? I can show you pictures of viruses. You can see it on the fucking screen. In fact, you can see single molecules these days.
I just think a lot of this.
A molecule is thousands of times smaller than a virus. You can see individual molecules these days with the power of electron microscopes and atomic force microscopy. Come on, man. Just grow up, man. Stop needing to believe these stories and just showing any rubbish that seems to support your idea. Go with the real evidence. What's wrong with you? It's crap.
Who's
yeah, but who knows what the real evidence is? I think a lot of these scientists and politicians.
Who's the Robert Koch Institute then?
Who is it? What do you mean, who is it?
Who's the Robert Koch Institute then?
I don't know what they do. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know.
Right, so
you tell me.
Applications submitted in the trial, yeah. But on the inquiries which had been triggered by measles virus contact,
come on, Nathan, jump back.
The head of National Reference Institute for Measles at the Robert Koch Institute, Professor Dr. Annette Mankert, admitted an important fact. The omission may explain the increased rate of induced disabilities, namely of vaccination against measles. Yeah, Professor Mankert has admitted that the measles virus contains typical cells, natural components, ribosomes, the protein factors of the cell. Since the vaccination against measles contains whole measles virus, the vaccine contains cells' own structures. This explains why vaccine against measles causes frequent and more severe allergies and autoimmune reactions than other types of vaccines.
What's this got to do with COVID, though? Like,
well, you're telling me that the measles virus, yeah, right?
Yeah. What are you trying to tell me? That's what I asked. It doesn't seem like you know what you're talking about right now.
I'm telling you what, he's just gone to court and he's just won.
Yeah. Well, what are you trying to tell me though? Like,
it's all to do with the It's all to do with the MMR.
Wow. What's the claim you're making though? Like, it's not making much sense though, bro. You know what I mean?
German biologist Dr. Stefan Lanker initially offered €100,000 to anyone could provide scientific evidence that measles virus existed. He had initially been ordered to pay up in court after Dr. David Bardens attempted to claim the prize after providing the biologist with a study that had been published in a medical journal at the time. A judge in the regional court in Ravensburg, South Germany, ruled in favour of Dr. Bardens in a controversial decision, claiming the criteria for the evidence had been met.
Right. So what do you
So
think?
he then went ahead and then proved that nobody has actually isolated it.
Well, look, what do you think causes measles? A virus or?
I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist. Yeah. I'm just
No, you're
telling
not.
you court
Yeah, you're not.
cases. I'm
It's
just
clear
telling
you're not.
you court cases that have been won because
Yeah. Yeah.
the original evidence was backed by lies.
Well, I beg to differ. Oh, look at this. I've got a picture of a measles virus right here. Let me get it
But
on the screen, bro. Let me get it on the screen. And
he's just produced all the
come on,
evidence in court. He's just produced all the
No.
evidence in court.
Look, it sounds to me you're just making it's all mixed up in your mind. You don't really know what the case was actually about, because I can show you right now a picture of a measles virus. Let me get it up for you, bro. There it is.
Mainstream media is finally catching up with what we've known for almost 3 years now. Eco Health Alliance funded risky gain of function research in China.
Bro. That is a real picture of a measles virus. You can see the outer jacket made of protein, and in that jacket is some genetic material that the virus uses to replicate. That is measles.
And it's just been proved that's fake. It's just been proved as fake in German court.
It's a measles
Mainstream media is finally catching up with what we've known for almost 3 years now. Eco Health Alliance funded risky gain of function research in China. Last week, we learned that Eco Health President Peter Daszak was mentored by the now infamous advisor to Dr. Fauci, who likely illegally deleted federal COVID-19 origins material.
You've jumped from measles to some other shit, totally unrelated now. And when I call you into question over that, you'll jump to something else. This is what, idiots do.
Well, he can't play the rest of the video. He can't put that up on screen.
Look, you can't fucking argue with someone who knows about
Go and look at the court case. Go and look at the court case, Mr. Scientist. You're supposed to be a scientist.
Show me it then. Show me some of it.
I've just given you the details for it. Watch the video, go back.
It sounds to me you don't even know what the court case was actually about, because you're just, to me, it's like you're trying to explain mechanics, yeah? Like,
right, European Parliament, yeah?
It's like a 5-year-old. Hang on! It's like a 5-year-old trying
to... watch if you have not seen it yet, not reported or seen in mainstream media. The European Parliament International Sea Summit 3 in Brussels on May the 3rd, 2023. Dr. David C-19 was an act of biological warfare perpetrated on the human race. It was in financial heist. Nature was hijacked. Science was hijacked.
Benson.
Oh, God
Look
almighty.
at Benson getting lifted in the chat.
It's so pathetic. I mean, this is like a 5-year-old trying to tell a
Well,
car
it's just May the
Come on,
3rd. It all
Benson,
came
jump
out
up.
in the European Parliament
Right, well, no, I think you've been
when the
brainwashed.
European Parliament investigated it.
I think you're making a misunderstanding because you don't really understand the science.
I'm making a
involved.
misunderstanding. No, all the evidence is there.
Well, whatever. You don't even understand the evidence, let alone fucking make a conclusion from it.
I don't understand. In plain black and white, I fully understand when a man
Yeah,
says
right,
that it hasn't been isolated. Right?
Look,
And
I'm
because
showing
he
you a
proved
picture of it.
the papers were not
look,
correct, yeah,
I'm
and
showing you a
no
picture.
scientist came forward and said, yes, we've isolated it, yeah.
So what's the
He had
picture I'm
to
showing
win
you?
his case.
Right,
He
okay.
produced 6 papers saying that they haven't isolated it.
Well,
Yeah?
there's a million
Right,
papers
but
out
they're
there.
giving all the kids MMR.
No. Okay, carry on believing your bullshit. I ain't gonna try
How's
and
it
help
bullshit?
you anymore.
It's a massive, big court case in Germany.
Right, I'm not gonna try and help you anymore. There's a picture of a
You ain't
measles
helping.
virus in front of your face, bro. It's like
Prove
trying
to
to
me,
argue
prove
with
to
a
me
fucking
that's it. That could be a fucking amoeba for all I know.
Yeah, but it isn't. And you can look up
Well,
scientific
no
papers where they-
microbiologist, no virologist or microbiologist has actually fucking isolated Henry, right? They
Well,
had
they
to
have.
fucking
I'm
give
sorry, they
him the
have.
court case.
I'm sorry, they have, though. You can see pictures of all sorts of different viruses. You can also isolate it in a different
Oh
way. You
yeah,
can-
by a government-paid scientist that says, "Oh, this is it. This is it."
No, you can also isolate it in a different kind of way by getting a swab of it and then sequencing the genome of it.
How old is SARS-CoV then?
Well, the one we are familiar with is COVID since 2019, but SARS goes back before that. That was when it was first discovered.
Right. Did you watch the English inquiry at all? Did you? You know when? Should we release the next one now? Should we call it this now? You know, we'll call it the Kraken, shall we? And we'll release the Kraken on the public and scare the shit out of them and tell them that they gotta, they all got to go indoors now because the Kraken's gonna get them.
Well, no, otherwise,
all the messages showed bullshit.
Oh yeah, that was a crockish show. Yeah.
All the messages. Rishi Sunak turned around and said, fuck it, just let them die.
You've just not got to listen to the BBC and what they're telling you.
Well, the BBC, all they're doing is relaying the science.
Yeah.
I listened to the court case. I watched the court case.
Well, you don't read any of the science, obviously. You
And
just
shouldn't have been like
the
together.
science was
The BBC
skewed.
should have-
It was all on modelling, Henry, which they admitted was a load of bollocks. It's all on modelling.
Modeling's a good tool that humans use.
It's a load of bollocks because it's fucking human interaction. Modelling is by whoever puts the figures in, right?
So every time you play a video game, some computer modelling is being done right in front of your eyes. You can model anything.
Henry, right? I had architectural drawings in front of me, right?
That's a model.
Right?
That's a model of a building.
Listen.
Jesus, you're
right?
so
I had architectural drawings in front of me, right? On those architectural drawings were where all the steel stanchions were going, right? And where all the steel right? All the steel stanchions will go in there, right? The longest timbers are 7.2 meters long, right? All the architectural drawings were for the steel work and then for the wood then that went over the steel work, right? So I'm looking at these drawings going, what the frickin' hell? We've poured all these steel stanchions, we've bolted all this steel work in place. Now he's telling us that the timbers are supposed to go there. Well, there's no bracing for the timber to sit on. There's no way the timbers can go that way, right? So I started laying in the timbers the way the steelwork lay, right? So I'm like halfway through the day, the architect walks in and goes, "Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, you've done it all wrong." And I'm like, "Hang on a minute, mate. How can I have done it wrong if the steelwork's laid out that way and the timbers are like that? The only way to do it is this way, because if you try and do it the other way, the steel and the timber don't line up, right?" So he's like, shinny down that piece of steel a minute with this end of the tape measure. Oh, I got to measure. I got to go home and try all this out on my stress table, right? My boss screwed up all his papers, threw them in the middle of the fucking building, poured injection fluid on them, took a dump on them, and then set fire to them. Told the architect to fuck off, got another architect in, and said, "Crack
Oh, is
on,
there?
carry on."
Oh, so does that prove that computer
So
modelling is
I
a
gather, Richard,
Come
you're
futile
on that
exercise?
point of tying me up to get me up here because that's how pathetic and petty you are. Now, Richard, how many people have you gone and targeted? How many people have you gone and trolled? And you got the audacity to try and say, all right, that I'm targeting Rob? No, we're having a conversation.
Only you, because you're having a go at Rob. Don't tell
I'm having a go at Rob. Fuck off, mate.
people,
Fuck off.
Benson.
How am I having a go at Rob? We're having a conversation, Danny,
It's
dickheads.
called controlling the life,
Oh, fuck
Benson.
off.
Don't target
Fuck
people.
off. Fuck off. Do you know, Richard, if I was in Spain, I'd come down to your fucking door, knock down your fucking thing, right, and smash your head off your fucking computer table. I'll tell you right now, I'm not joking. I'll tell you right now, you need a smack, mate. You really need a smack. Do you know what's so funny? Do you
What?
even really actually live in Spain? Do you even actually live in Spain? Do you?
Yeah, Nathan, behave yourself.
That's the reason why you're such a big mouth cunt, because you live nowhere near anybody, so nobody can get you, can they? Hey, come on, Richard.
I don't know. Nathan's very
Nobody can get you. Nobody can get you. You think you missed the big balls, mate, but you know, I hope, right, that one of the people you can control all over the fucking internet find you in Spain one day and beat the shit out of you and films it and
That's
puts
right.
it up. I hope they find you and fucking kick your ass, mate. That will make me laugh.
Right, Nathan,
That'll
come on.
make me laugh.
Nathan, behave yourself.
Behave myself.
Behave yourself, Nathan, that's all. I don't mind you being
You tell it, fuck off, mate. You go and troll how many
paid,
people?
just behave.
How many people do you go and troll? Behave myself to me? Fuck off, mate. Listen, what did you go and do on Miss Cats? All right, when we were all on there, you went into Glendon and said, everybody, all right, oh, they're all there. You went, they're all slagging you off over there. Listen, Richard, you keep muting me and I'll let you go and throw up with a live, all right, and I will fucking...
Right, Rob has just said that he's not being upset by anything.
Thank you very much. It's this Richard's. It's this Richard's Smiler. He wanted
And
me up.
Bernie says, Nathan, you're walking straight
Do it!
into
Put a live up!
Richard's trap.
Rap? Bloody hell.
Nathan, you're doing just what he wants. He banned you to get you up on the screen to
I
get
know.
you kicking off.
I know. I'm not kicking off.
Right.
I'm gonna reveal his little secret.
What's the trap? Benson's just getting angry as usual.
Moderna, Crinkle.
Exactly.
Moderna admits
You want me
mRNA
triggered?
Oh,
jabs
go on.
cause turbo
you
cancer
fat
investigation finds.
Turbo
Billions
cancer.
of DNA fragments in vials.
You have to lift your belly up.
Moderna
Richard,
admits
you prick, mate.
mRNA.
Show me the evidence for that.
Rick,
Come on, you're just saying
Crinkle.
words.
Crinkle,
Yeah, go
he's
on,
jumping
Nathan, what are you
you.
saying?
He's making you jump through fucking tripwires, mate. I'm laughing my ass
What?
off while watching this. Yeah, he's making you complete and utter mug, mate.
Well, I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Yeah, because no
I
matter
think
what
you
you've done.
just...
Richard, so anyway, so all your shit stones. So you was on Glenn, you went
I
up to
think you're
Glenn
just an angry young man.
all that they were all slagging them all off in cats, and they've gone over there and they were saying fuck all. Right or wrong, Richard? Come on. Hey, Richard.
What's the boxing noises?
Well, go on.
Hey, Richard. All your trolling, you got the audacity to go and tell others
What are you
to
saying,
behave.
Benson?
Nath, I thought you was gonna join in the conversation, but
No,
you're just
no,
doing
no,
the same
no, no.
shit that you normally
No,
I'm
do.
just saying, Vic.
I'm
You're
not joining
just-
the conversation, mate. I'm enjoying
You're
watching
just a
you be absolutely
disruptor.
torn
Nath, you're
apart by
just a
Smiler.
disruptor. That's all you are. You want to
Yes,
get in the way of the
coming
truth.
from you, Crinkle. Coming
That's
from
all you
you.
are. That's all
You're
you
a
are.
disruptor.
Hey, when I
Anyone
see
who does
you,
not
when I
let
see
you
you,
up on
hey, when
their
I see you,
panel,
I'm gonna.
bring it on, boy. Bring it on. I told you I welcome you. I welcome you. You ain't gonna do fuck all, mate.
Oh, you
You
get
ain't gonna do
this.
shit. You
Anyway,
ain't gonna do
Crinkle, I've
shit.
educated you and now I'll be off, all right?
Well, I'm sorry, but you didn't educate me. You made it.
That's because your little blinkers only show you one way. And that's
Oh no,
push it,
no,
push it, push it.
no. It's
Push
this.
it,
I
push
go
it,
with the
push it.
evidence. I go with the evidence. I don't go with
Uh,
stories.
There's plenty of evidence there. Go and look for
Wherever
it. It's
the
all there.
evidence
But
leads,
because
I'll
your
go
tiny little brain can only say, oh, it's a good thing, it's a good thing. Because I go
there.
around with the government scientists, and I'm only going to go with the government scientists. I'm not going to go with the real scientists that all got silenced because they were all
I just
talking the
go
truth.
with the evidence, bro. I'll go with the evidence. Wherever
Okay,
that
so
leads.
why is Dr. Fauci then
Crinkle.
in deep, deep poo?
Is he? I don't know if he is. If he is, what
Crinkle.
for?
Are you working for the system? Are you working with MI5? Are you a secret
And
agent working YouTube?
what about the
Are
lab
you
that
working for Pfizer?
yeah, no, he was
Are you
working for
working for
Oxford
Pfizer? Have you even
AstraZeneca.
actually been jabbed, Crinkle? Come on. Are you working for
Yeah.
Pfizer?
He was
No,
working for Oxford, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he
no.
show a picture of his lab coat and standing in Oxford?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, you're wrong there. You know.
Was it Astra? Where was it?
Oh, he's been caught out. He works for
No.
Pfizer, guys. He's a
No,
representative for
all
Pfizer.
that shit in the lab coat
He's
is
been
Don't believe
proof
him.
to you.
promoting the
It's to prove
vaccine
to you, idiot,
because he
that
probably
I
gets
know
a
about
cut
this
out of
subject
it.
and you don't.
Don't you
You,
crinkle. You
you
are
know nothing
promoting
about this
Pfizer
subject.
because you were working with the state. And
No, Nathan, no, you're wrong.
yes, crinkle.
No.
You're working with the
Oh,
state. It's obvious.
Bombshell! Anthony Fauci run lab in Montana experimented with
yes,
coronavirus strains shipped in from Wuhan a year before the pandemic began. US tax money was used to experiment with coronaviruses from Chinese lab thought to be the source of the pandemic.
To the
More
streets.
than a year before the global outbreak, an investigation has found the NIH, National Institutes of Health, under Dr. Anthony Fauci's leadership, infected 12 Egyptian fruit bats with SARS-like virus called WIV1
ah,
at a
SARS
lab
what?
in Montana
Hey,
in
SARS.
2018, just
No,
15 minutes
slow
away
down,
from the
slow down,
Maryland presidential retreat Camp David.
slow down. SARS-like virus. Don't forget, there was a SARS one. Coronaviruses go back millions of
Crinkle.
years.
You are controlled opposition. You're working with Pfizer.
Nathan, you are just it seems to me you are just a robot repeating
I'm a
anti-vax.
robot.
Mate,
You're
yeah,
controlled
anti-vax
opposition.
bullshit.
How many times do you remove
No,
the
Aaron,
panel?
I ain't admitting it because I've got all the patents where they produced it.
Smiler, give me a sec, please. Crinkle,
Jesus,
I've
you lot are
watched you
so
on
sick,
panels
man.
admit to
Go
porn
back to
bombing.
school.
You have admitted to porn bombing on
Oh,
other
look,
people's
now he's
panels,
trying to
and you
change
are
the subject.
still
You lot
allowed
are
on
like little
YouTube.
kids. You lot are like little
What
kids.
you
who
are
can't-
doing is a criminal offence. So that tells me, all right, that you are working with the
Criminal
fucking
offence.
system. Yeah,
Criminal offence.
you're working with the system, mate.
Look,
100%.
you lot are like little kids who have
Why are
to
you
change
muting
the
me for,
subject
Richard? What
when
are
you're
you fucking? What are
questioned.
you simping for fucking Crinkle now? Don't. surprised me. He does it,
Nathan.
Richard. Richard, you're
He
trying to go
wants
and fuck
some
me off,
real
mate.
technical support. He don't want your
you,
fucking
Richard.
support, which ain't
You're a pathetic
technical.
fat
You're
little
just a
cunt you are,
retard, mate.
Richard. Richard, you're a
Nathan.
pathetic fat little cunt, mate. Seriously, look at you
Look.
muting me up.
Nathan, he can get technical support off me for free. I'll charge more.
You're
I
technical
charge people in
support.
real life for my
Who
technical
charged
support.
him, you fit cunt? Come on. Who charged
He
him?
can have-
Nobody did.
He can have mine for free. I would in the real
Smiley,
world.
you
I will
just said
charge
they have
£200 an hour for my kind of support. Yeah, because of the shit that I know about this shit. So Nath, piss off. You
Yeah, Benson. Yeah, yeah, Benson.
Crinkle, who was our chief scientific
Crinkle.
advisor?
Well,
Shut the fuck up, Ultra, you stupid
well.
cunt.
Well, it was one of either Chris Whitty or Jonathan
Smiley, you
Van
just said they
Dam or
had the
one of
virus
them.
a year before in a Fauci lab.
It's man-made, Aaron. It's man-made.
You know what I find funny? Yeah, whenever there's a
they
new
patented it.
hang on.
Why am I even up here for?
Smiler.
Smiler, can I be honest with you? You're wasting your time up here, mate, because not only are you
You're
just
up.
fucking just giving Crinkle something, you know, just to kind of go and waste his
Hang on a
his
minute.
It's
angry
a
old-
total affair of you,
You're
John.
also
You know what I've
Smiler, you're
noticed
giving
in this
Richard
community?
you're
Hang on.
giving air.
You know what I've noticed in this community? Whenever
You're
there's a
giving
new
Smiler.
hang on, whenever
So what do we say, Crinkle, about Rishi Sunak saying to the country's chief scientific advisor, yeah,
Ultra, shut the fuck up.
let the seriously ill people die.
Oh, maybe he did say that. What does that
Smiler, you're wasting
Well,
your
they
time
just
up here.
testified that. They just testified it in the inquiry.
So what? I don't question what politicians
Smiler,
say.
you're
or
wasting your
don't
time
say.
up
They
here.
get up to all sorts of crazy shit. I am on about the evidence and the science. Yeah. So whatever a politician may or may not have said, who cares?
And you keep
But
muting
you know
me
what I
because
find-
Richard.
Hang on. You know what I find funny in this community? Whenever there's a big news story, let's call it the Ukraine war, the Israel-Palestine, the COVID thing, you all of a sudden you get a whole load of experts telling
Richard,
the real
why
experts
have you got this channel again?
what's going on.
Who's the ONS? Who's the ONS?
Richard, why have you got this channel?
My expertise is in a very
who is the ONS? .gov.uk.
Smiler,
Who's the ONS.gov.uk?
Well, they're the Office of National Statistics. They count things.
So they're now saying that there's 50,000 extra deaths.
Shut the fuck up, Ultra, you skinhead.
Between week 1 and 45.
Anyway, I'm
up until the 10th of November.
Upton,
50,000 excess deaths.
Reported to shit. I hope it goes. In fact,
160 people dying per day.
It's my number, and I know you don't want to have any association with it. Your channel's gone. You're fucked.
Nathan, you're a fucking prick, mate.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
The best technical support in the
It's gone, Richards. It's gone.
I don't need you, Nathan, for nothing. I will help him run his channel. I will help him. He treats me like an equal.
Channel's gone. You will know why. He had to have something, all right, to get his channel going.
Nathan, oh, what? You? We don't need you.
Yeah,
you're probably a hindrance for this channel.
I had to give him something, all right, in order for his channel to be able to go on fucking StreamYard, and he even knows that.
Well, look, I will tell him some other stuff that's worth $1 million times what he's talking.
There's the ONS website for you there, look. In the private chat.
Right, well, the image I showed you a minute ago was from the ONS, plotted by myself, which shows you something
plotted by
contrary.
yourself. Well, that's
Yes,
the ONS. That's the ONS coming out with it there, look. off the
Yes,
ONS genuine
and this
website.
is from the ONS. This
No,
data
Oh,
I'm
that's
that's
a
what
showing
shut
you.
up
you
with you
plot
and your fucking
yourself.
contact lenses.
Yeah,
That's
I
what you
plot
plotted
from their
yourself.
Excel spreadsheet. They post the
Oh, I'm
spreadsheets,
bored of this
and
shit.
you have the privilege of being able to plot the graphs yourself from their
Yeah.
data. Yes.
Well, there's their
Please.
data there, look,
It's
in the
funny how there's
private chat.
a whole load of experts on virology, epidemiology when COVID's around. Like, this is my area of expertise. I don't claim to be an expert in Israel, Palestine, Ukraine. I do claim to know a little bit about viruses and, you know, molecular science and all the rest of it. Please don't
Okay, so
patronize me.
why is Oxford
Nobody.
AstraZeneca being
Well, look.
branded defective in a multi-million landmark legal action?
Even if I told you and sat there and showed you the evidence, you will still, at the end of it, not believe it. So I'm not even going to engage with you anymore. Please, and I'll say it to you, do your own research, you know, because I can't sit here and tell
Oh
you
yeah,
anything.
everybody's got to do their own research. We aren't medical professionals, scientists, biologists, or virologists. But
Right. Well,
all the
there's
information's
nothing I
out
can
there.
say. I can't. You're like a flat earther. Even if you fly them up in a spaceship, they can look down on a globe Earth. They will still come back and claim maybe they tampered with the window.
Okay, so when when Richard Branson took his crew up, or his people up, that paid hundreds of thousands, and when you know Mr. X took his lot up, nobody was allowed to take a mobile phone, nobody was allowed to take a camera, they couldn't take a picture of the fucking globe, which NASA say that they fucking create themselves.
Right. Well, NASA also
And
say
every single globe, you can go to websites and you can see that it's man-made. There's no actual physical photographs of the globe.
you are man-made. Do you even
Yeah.
exist? Maybe
Yeah, my
NASA
mummy and daddy made me.
Well, you're man-made, bro. Oh, you're just beyond the pale. It's like arguing with a fucking -6-year-old. I mean, come on,
Documents, analysis, researchers on their bombshell findings about how Pfizer hid deaths to secure emergency use authorization.
Oh, so you believe some researchers and scientists then?
Yeah, I believe the ones that weren't paid off by the government.
Oh, you believe the ones that seem to support your pre-existing beliefs? Only them ones. You dismiss anyone who tries to disagree. Am I correct?
Why has the NHS director come out now and said that the hospitals lied?
And how do you determine which researchers may be telling you the truth, which ones may
Because
be
all
lying?
the genuine ones were shut down, weren't they? And they all got sacked because they were going against the narrative.
Well, maybe all the genuine ones are the ones that you believe. It seems to me that's the way it's arranged.
No, I did all my research and I looked at all the patents.
Right, what did the patents tell you?
The patents told me it was man-made by Peter
man-made?
Daszak.
What was man-made?
You know what was man-made? We've had this conversation. I gave you all the patent numbers to go and research yourself.
Well, just show me one and we'll discuss it. Show me what the patent's for, and then we'll discuss why you believe what you.
Aaron, John Campbell was a shield 2 years ago. He was pushing it and telling everybody to go and get it, right? And then he came out with a mass apology, and now he's been on the COVID inquiry. And
does John Campbell earn lots of money off of YouTube?
Of course he fucking does. He is a shill.
So you think he may be saying what he says just for the money, regardless of the truth?
No, he comes with the actual evidence.
Oh, does he? Well, I can show you people that can point out where John
Yeah, and
Campbell
show me where
lied.
they aren't. Show me where they aren't sponsored by Bill and Melinda Gates. Show me where they aren't paid by the government. Yeah, if you put them all in a room with all their sponsorship badges on, yeah, it would be a funny sight, wouldn't it?
Oh, so Bill and Melinda Gates, what do you think they're responsible for?
We know what they're
Oh
responsible
no, we
for.
don't. Well, I don't. So you tell me.
Oh, Agenda 2021, Agenda
What
2025,
is that?
Agenda 2030.
Well, what is that? What is that?
Well, we can't mention it on here, can we? I can show
Why
you a
not?
good video
You
about it,
did.
which is allowed.
Well, you just did though. You mentioned it, so you know. So what
I
is
can
it?
show you a good video which is allowed.
What are
Nathan
these
liked
agendas?
it the other day.
What are these agendas though? And why do you believe all these videos? Is it ones you want to believe, or
Did he now?
does it actually come from an authoritative source on whatever subject it is, or is it just a conspiracy video on YouTube or a documentary in quotes? Do you learn everything
Children
you know?
in Scotland are dying at rates never seen before.
Are they? Of what? What are they dying of?
Under 1-year-old deaths doubled in Scotland in week 45 compared to the whole of 2020.
And what could be
2020
the
equaled
cause of that?
146, 2023.
What are they
Week
dying
44 was 154, 2023 was 162.
of? Yeah. What are they dying of though? What is it
Hey?
that's killing them? What is it that's killing them?
I don't know. They're having an investigation.
Oh, okay. So until then, it's not even worth mentioning, is it? Until they find out.
Well, you've just debunked 3 different investigations that have already gone on since May. You know, which is why
Right. So an
Moderna's
investigation.
being sued, AstraZeneca's being sued, Pfizer's being sued.
An investigation is an investigation. It means people don't know all the facts and they need to find out. Until then, is it worth concluding anything? And are you
Well, they found out that they had enough evidence to actually.
intellectually dishonest by assuming anything and implying anything when an investigation is still ongoing? This is like accusing someone of murder. He's done it, but yet no murderer has been identified. They're still investigating. See, this is what idiots do.
Out of
Only
the
idiots
American
do
one,
that.
they've got enough now to do Fauci and his matey boy. Right.
Well, you know, isn't everyone innocent until proven guilty? You know.
Oncologist, cause unknown is a crime and a cover up.
What's an oncologist? What's an oncologist?
Somebody that treats cancers.
Well, treats it. Is it?
Well, when my
Nurses
partner had cancer, she went and saw the oncologist.
Well, nurses treat cancers, don't they? They can administer drugs.
Well, the oncologist diagnoses it and works out the best course of treatment.
Oh, right. So are they talking shit, or are they basing, you know, what they tell you about cancer off of research, science, and standing on the shoulders of giants? Why would you believe an oncologist? Aren't they experts in cancer? Why don't you dismiss them like you dismiss the experts?
I'm reading Aaron's.
Now you're trying to change the subject.
Why am I changing the subject?
Well, do you dismiss oncologists like in the same way that you dismiss what a virologist would tell you about COVID?
No, the oncologists have been shouting about turbo cancers for 2 years.
Well, nobody's
and rare cancers that they haven't seen for many years.
Okay, if you can give me one example of an oncologist even saying the word turbo cancer, I'll give you £1 million. I'll give you I'll send you Bitcoin right now. All my savings, I'll give you all of it. Just show me one example of an oncologist saying the phrase turbo cancer, please.
Oh, that's okay. Give me 10 minutes.
I'll give you all my money.
Ultra, leave him alone, you big boy.
Every single penny, I'll give you all of it. Millions, man, millions.
Right. Let me look at Aaron's comment a minute.
He's changing it again.
No. I'm not changing it. I said, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. Aaron's asked a question. I haven't answered it yet. Right? I said, you said turbo. I said, okay, give me 10 minutes and I will go and find you oncologists talking about turbo and rare cancers. Right? So I said, I will go and find it.
Anyway?
I said, I'll go and find it. Now let me read Aaron's and let me see what it said.
What is turbo cancer anyway when it's at home?
In July 2023, there was 38,269 deaths registered in England. 977 deaths, 2.5% below the July 5-year average, 2017, 2019, 2022, 2020. Right, hang on. All right, so Richard.
Now he's changing it again. He's gone on.
No, Richard. That link that I put in private, because I'm not a mod, I can't put it in main chat. So do you want to put that link that I've put in private chat? Do you want to put that in main chat for Aaron to have a look at?
What is it?
Yeah, tell us what it is. Talk us through it. Go on, let him show it. Let him, make his point, backed up by evidence. Let's see if he can even do it. See if he can make a clear, coherent, and cogent argument, and concisely as well. Let's see if he can do that. Otherwise, can I show a little bit of a video, Richard? Just, 2 minutes of a video.
No, I'm not putting videos up because they play really slow on the computer.
His internet is too crap to play them.
I can even play.
My Wi-Fi is really slow and they don't play well.
I can download it and bloody play it through my screen, so you wouldn't need. All you'd have to do is make my screen the big screen. Yeah, well, I'll do that. I'll download it and then let's see. Then we'll get that cracking. We'll see. Yeah. Check this. Check it. So let me find it.
Where's Nathan? Where's Nathan?
Don't know, man. Hopefully he's died of COVID. Hopefully. Like he, he wished some crazy shit on me, so I hope he gets COVID and dies. Just to prove him wrong. Well, he wished I stepped out into the road and got run over. He said, I hope you get smashed. I hope you get stabbed. I hope you get, so why shouldn't I say that? He's only a fucking fraggle anyway.
No, you just got to sort of ignore Nathan sometimes. It's all right. He's come up tonight and stuff. He's been on it for a bit.
Oh, I know, but I like to respond, when I like to respond. Just because I can. Know what I mean? So yeah, let me check this out, man. One sec.
wonder if he stays on live up. I bet he has.
Well, I hope he has. I hope he gets porn bombed. So yeah, let's sort this out. 1 sec. Check this shit out. Right, oh no, we want okay, so here you go. 1 sec. Yeah, it's downloading. I'll show you a new trick as well on YouTube. A new trick. I'm an innovator, man. I like to innovate. You know what I mean? So let's see if this new trick works. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Let me try this. 1 sec, yeah. Bear with me. Okay. Can you hear me? You can hear me, yeah? Can you hear me? Richard.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So let's see if this works. Okay, 1 sec.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if it works.
What's his comment? Shalom.
Oh, okay. So hang on a
Smiler,
minute.
how come there were less deaths in July than the 5-year average? How can that be if everyone is dying more?
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's that. Okay, so tell me if you can hear this in a minute. Hang on. So can you hear this? 1 sec.
Is that
what is it?
Can you hear that?
What is it?
Don't want you to know the
Can you
truth
hear it?
and are hiding important data from you.
Yeah,
And
what
they're
is it?
not
Though?
hiding it.
Just play
Yeah,
it.
but what is
Put me
it?
on big screen.
It enough. And they often make this claim when they are talking about
What is it?
mortality.
It's an
Well,
expert.
it turns out that there is quite a bit of mortality data that anti-vaxxers aren't
Is
talking
she
about,
Australian?
hiding from their followers. In this video, Cindy and I will be going back to the science and covering some of this mortality data.
Oh, fucking take it off. No, nothing Australian. Nothing from Australians.
What year are you talking about, Aaron?
I am specifically referring to people who spread disinformation about vaccines. The term does not refer to people's individual vaccination status.
Right, I've had to kick him. Because I'm not having videos from a bunch of fucking Australians on here. Because they're the worst bullshit that's going.
Richard, that's so immature, you know.
I hit you because I'm not taking no videos from Australians.
Why not? From Australia, she's talking about the UK.
Australians were the worst bullshitters ever through COVID. Australia tried to spread this whole.
You
not
see
Australian videos, because Australians were saying everyone's in death camps if they've not had the jab, and they were trying to spread that shit around.
Wow, come on!
I don't trust Australians.
Well,
they can't.
This is the kind of.
Plus, I think she was. I think she.
Richard, that is the kind of flawed reasoning why people believe stupid stories. What you just said there. You're just painting everyone with the same brush. This is why we have retards like Smiler in this world.
Because in the height of it, the Australians were saying this.
Oh, yeah, but not all Australians were saying anything. Oh, come on, Richard, man. Fucking grow up,
I'm
man.
glad I'm a retard now, because last time I was a fascist and a Nazi.
Oh, yeah, you are, and that. You are that too. You believe... Well, you believe that somehow this culture is better than others.
What culture?
British culture, UK
Yeah, but
culture.
don't you think she was paid by? Don't you think she's been paid by somebody, though, Crinkle, to say that? Don't you think she's been paid by somebody to put that thing across?
She's an
Yes, she definitely
independent.
has. She's been paid by somebody to say that. Yes, she
She's
has.
an independent scientist.
Is she,
Fucking hell.
is
She's
she
an
a
independent
scientist?
scientist
No.
with an understanding of the subject, something which all of you lot lack. Please, you just fucking retard. Who claim to be you're going on like you're experts in this shit. She actually is. And she's telling you.
Right, Crinkle's on thin ice now. You can't just come on calling everyone retards and shouting and screaming. I don't mind him being on, but he's not calling everyone retards and shouting and screaming at 3 people who are on here. He's all right, Crinkle, but sometimes you just need to sort of calm down a bit. But just coming on and calling everyone retards ain't happening. Smiley, you still there?
Yeah, I'm just reading this spreadsheet a minute for Aaron. Mr. Shalom. But I couldn't remember where my Excel was to open up the spreadsheet. So 2023 government license, publication, special extracts, cause of death, coding, mortality rates, policy protecting, user guide, deaths registered weekly, spreadsheet. So there's the spreadsheet. Microsoft Office has identified a potential security. Yes, just fucking open it.
Yeah, Rob's right. Yeah, it can get a bit excited and a bit wound up, Crinkle, sometimes. I don't mind having him on, but I'm not having him shouting and screaming like that. Celine Dion, fuck off, Celine Dion. Probably got a word there for asking for some Celine Dion. What can we play? Aha! There's your Celine Dion. Whereas Benson gone, he's really quiet. He's still on the panel, but he's dead quiet.
Who? Me, I'm still reading. Trying to answer Rob's question.
Benson, he's on the panel. Oh, where's Benson gone? He's on the panel, but huh.
Did you share that link that I put in the private chat, did you? Did you share that into the main comments? So
Yeah, I put it
Aaron
in the
can
thing,
have a
but
look. Hey?
I think it went into the thing. Yeah, I think it went into the comments.
Yeah, there it is. Aaron, if you go and have a look at that, it explains why. Well, where's my Excel spreadsheet gone? Impact of registration delays on mortality statistic in English Wales publication.
You think Benson's all right? It's the quietest I've ever heard Benson.
Was he muted?
No, he's not muted. It's on the panel, but he's just not saying it. Maybe he's gone out. I see those other two fuckwits daring to even come up here. At least that's one good thing about Benson. He'll jump up and he'll cut up. Hang on, I'll kick him, and he'll come back up if he's about.
I just sent him a message.
Oh, device not connected. Fucking hell! He might have cut himself off a while back, but he was still in the thing.
Where's the Winkle gone?
I kicked him, and he's gone on a bit of a strop.
No. He'll bomb you in a minute then.
I don't mind him coming on. I don't mind Crinkle, but when he starts shouting and screaming and calling everyone retard, but yes, I'm just not having him shouting and screaming. But yeah, he'll be slugging me off. He'll be slugging me off.
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for
Yeah, but yeah, that's where Crinkle will be. He'll be slugging me off somewhere. He'll be slugging me off on Ultras, I guarantee it. But yeah, Lee Benson's come on Scottish Walter Mitty. They didn't even bother coming on.
What?
Lee Spencer, Chris the Brick, and Walter Mitty haven't even come up here. So
Jojo was
still
live
had
on
the balls
another
to come
panel,
up.
and Jojo ain't no Walter Mitty. Jojo
Yeah,
served
he
in
is. Come on. He's
Jojo.
always on about the army, but has he ever been in the army? I doubt it.
Of course he fucking has. He served in Northern Ireland, you prick.
I don't think he has.
He served in Northern Ireland.
Anyone can say he was in the army. I could say he was in
The
Vietnam.
information, the stuff that he's talked about, yeah, certain stuff that he's talked about, certain words that he uses when he talks about it, yeah, would only be known to somebody who was in Northern Ireland.
I don't know. I mean, we don't get on anyway, but I just don't know why he's
Right.
like slagging me off to fuck. I don't know.
Who was it? It's like I was asked for name, rank, and number on cats. So I gave I gave rank and number, not name and number, but I gave rank and number on cats, yeah? I was the only one that gave rank and number. Right? Grumpy was there, he didn't give rank and number. Right? And Mr. Squeaky Voice,
Miss Cats.
the one that sounds
like... Was that a Miss Cats?
Yeah, on Miss Cats, yeah. Mr. Squeaky Voice, that one with the Scouser voice that sounds like he swallowed a dog toy.
Yeah, I got blocked from there months back.
But so I asked him, and then his answer was, that I've never been in the military. But he sat on Deegan's the other day, telling him how his head is so fucking messed up because of what he had to do when he was serving. And I'm like, oh my God, you've already admitted you've never been in the military.
Jojo. Who, Jojo?
No. Who's got the Scouse voice with the sounds like he swallowed a dog toy? Bobby.
Bobby Kent.
Yeah. So I asked Bobby for his rank.
Bobby Kent.
Yeah, so I asked him for his rank and number. And he had a great big spaz out saying that he's never been in the military. But yeah, he's telling Binksy and everybody else on D-Guns his head's so messed up because what he had to do when he was serving. I can't go here and I can't go there because they'll kill me. That silly idiot.
But yeah, he never added anything, did he? He just kind of turned up and shout and scream. It was funny. But yeah, Benson's better. Benson's better than most of them, I suppose. He's not a bad bloke, but we're just probably better off just not having much to do with each other.
Yeah, but you only timed him out so he'd come back on.
What's that? It broke up a bit.
said you only timed him out so he'd come on panel.
Who, Crinkle?
No, Nathan.
Yeah, well, then yeah, but it'll come back in. Timing him out. He didn't like that.
Miss Cat is taking time out. She has put a couple of videos out, but she's taken time out because she's got family members affected in Palestine.
Oh, fucking hell, I thought she might have. Family members affected in Palestine. What, she got? Is she trying to say she's got relatives in Palestine?
She has got relatives in Palestine. She's fucking Palestinian passport, you donkey.
Oh, she's such. Has she?
Hey?
Fuck.
She has.
I don't think she has.
We was doing a live
I don't
stream.
believe it.
We was doing a live stream with Rights for Vets, Nude Guru, Kat, myself, and a couple other people, and she was showing the Palestinian passport on there. Yeah, her father was, yeah, and she's still got relations that still live there. How is it people can say things and you don't believe it? She's sitting there with a fucking Palestinian scarf on, that's been on the back of her fucking chair. If you go back through all her videos, there's a Palestinian. It's not a scarf, but it's got a special name. If you go back through all her videos, you go back to all her live streams, and that same. It's not called a scarf. I can't remember what it's called. And it's been there on the back of a sofa. It's been there, or
Like
where she normally sits. Yeah, it's been there the whole time, and she came on in the live stream with it on, right? And she was seriously upset, and she was panicking. I was getting up different stories for her. She was trying to watch Al Jazeera. Then Israel were going to ban Al Jazeera, and like that at the time, that was the only thing that she could actually watch in Canada to actually see what was going on. I've been sharing her loads and loads of information that are coming out of there. She can't make contact with certain people that she's been trying to get hold of. She's distraught at the moment. Distraught. They wouldn't let people go
well, she should fly herself out there then.
You're not allowed in. You can't get in there. They won't even let anybody across the Raff and fucking pass. They won't let they won't let any Palestinian
If she's so distraught,
out.
why didn't she fly her dad back to Canada then before? Oh, she must have knew something we're going to kick off out there, or her dad must have knew. Yeah.
Her dad's passed away.
I thought you just, she's got other relatives out there.
Yeah. Anybody with a Palestinian passport ain't allowed over the Rafah border until they decide that everybody's going to be kicked out of Palestine and put into the Sinai Desert. And they'll only be allowed out as far as the Sinai Desert. They won't be allowed to
Yeah, I
leave the
suppose. I
Sinai
mean,
Desert.
she banned me like years. No,
Well, you were
I mean,
sitting
she
there.
banned me
You were
like
sitting
it was
there
like a year
saying. You're
back if I
sitting
banned
there
from hers.
saying
It was
that.
right in the middle of
You're
all this
sitting there saying
big
that
disco.
she's a liar. But you're sitting there saying that she's a liar. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, it was probably about a year ago she came from there, from her. Huh? I was just remembering how she used to be alive. She was painful.
You're completely breaking up.
But yeah, it must have been a year back now that I got kicked from hers. But yeah, we just sort of didn't get on. Especially after she made all them comments about the army.
Well, when everybody lied and said that she called Grumpy a murderer.
She called Glenn a murderer because she called it on his live, or he went on her live, but I saw her do that.
So no, I've
She
never been on
said
there
it to
when Glenn
Glenn.
was on there. No, Bobby Kent put out a video saying it was Grumpy.
Yeah, she said it to Glenn, and Glenn's just sort of laughed.
I was on the panel when Grumpy was on, and she's put the video out a couple of times, you know, and it quite categorically doesn't say that he was a murderer. It asks him a question, right? And at that time, he was still so indoctrinated, he thought he was doing a good job. Now, if you go and watch him when he talks about it, he'll never work for the government again. He's now, you know, like in mine, there was three of us against him because he was saying there's no such thing as the Azov Battalion. You know, Maiden didn't happen. They weren't killing women and children in Donbass, and we should be supporting
Grumpy?
Ukraine. Yeah, he was coming out of all that bollocks. Now he's completely changed his tune about it.
People were just full of shit.
Guy's a muppet.
All right, I'm probably going to get off in a bit anyway because it's been a bit of a long live. I don't think anyone else is going to come on live. So yeah, cheers for coming on, Smoller.
I will find my turbo counters and I will rinse his bitcoins off of him because I'm going through all my saved shit trying to find my oncologist.
Yeah, mate.
Turbo cancers. Right, I'll catch you later. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming on, Smiley. Yeah, I'm going to be on every Tuesdays from now on, but yes, he's gone. All right, anyway, yeah, cheers for coming on, everyone. I'll see you on Tuesday.